husband were attempting to cash out their fortune stolen from the crypto firm Bitfinex. They now face 20 years in prison for the guy and 10 years for the girl. Now, every single time I've ever made a video about a man and a woman committing a crime together, I always get these weird comments that come off as if the people are either purposefully being sexist or they're just brain dead. So I'll just explain this for everybody, just so I don't see those comments. Definitely still will. Why did the woman get less time than the man? Well, I'll give you an example. If two people rob a bank, but one of them sits in the getaway car waiting to drive the guy away, and the other guy goes in with a gun and holds it up, which one of those do you think is going to get more time in prison? Probably the guy with the gun, right? That goes in there, not the guy sat in the car.
The guy driving the car.
Things.
No,
so if the man
driving the car
committed the hack and the woman didn't, obviously she's going to get less time in prison. Common sense, right? The reason I'm bringing this up is because, again, I see these comments all the time. I got it on the case where I made the video about the guy who did the solar fraud on my main channel, where the guy essentially ran a Ponzi scheme that stole over $1 billion, and his wife was in the same company as him, but his wife was just kind of like in the backseat supporting her husband doing tertiary crime, and he was the main guy. He was the CEO of the company, which puts him above everybody else.
Tertiary, you gotta love it when somebody uses the word tertiary. They know what it means. I know what it means, but do you? It means third in order or level. It means third. Tertiary, it means third. You're like the third. You're the third party.
Else, and he got more time than her, and people were like, "Lol, women get less time in prison." Maybe that's true in some circumstances, but in circumstances like that, no. I'm sure you can find some other reason to be sexist if you really want to. But
yeah. I mean, like the gender of the criminal. It's just your disorders around sex and women and problems with women and misogyny and all that stuff. The gender of the criminal is only an issue because you have issues with gender of the criminal. To me, it's just another fucking human. To you, you have gender issues and you hate women. So the fact that she's a woman and she helped her husband is like some kind of fucked up, crazy, broken spaghetti code thing in most people's brain. Because they're like, oh man, it's a woman. You know, they just immediately think it's a woman, and then immediately their logic and reasoning immediately ceases at that point. They're like, oh, it's a woman, and then they're just like, oh, she's crazy or whatever, and they're just sexist. What do I care if a criminal is fucking female or male? I don't care about that.
Needing common sense to try and be.
Like, I know that seems like kind of easy for me to say, and hard for a lot of the people to understand. But I mean, like, I don't care about their gender. I don't care about their gender. They're fucking criminals. I don't care. Like, yeah, she's got a vagina.
Just a weird one.
She's a criminal. I don't care about their fucking gender.
So at the time of their arresting,
so
Feb 20.
No, just because it's the wife going along with the husband stealing $4.5 billion. Do I care? Do I care if his wife is a girl? No. They're criminals. And only weird, sick people with sexual problems and sexual gender identity issues and sexual hatred towards other identity would ever have even a remote issue with the fact that his wife was female. But he has to address it because almost everybody has really fucked up, crazy spaghetti brains now. Almost everybody does. And I'm seriously, almost everybody has fucked up, crazy spaghetti brains now. And we have to talk about the gender orientation of the wife who helped him rip off $4.5 billion hacks and all this. And so, and of course, they go after his wife and they immediately mention that she's female. Because what they really want to hear is some kind of crazy, like, non-gender, binary, whatever, right? What they really want to hear is trans. But they hear wife and they get bored and they start spinning her gender like it even matters. Like it's even like some kind of crazy part of this $4.5 billion hack story. Her gender. But people are so stupid and fucking spaghetti brain now that all they can think about is the gender orientation of his fucking $4.5 billion thief wife. That's all they can think about. They don't care about the $4.5 billion or the fact that she's a crypto rapper and cringe, like the worst rapper in history and all this other shit. They just immediately think about her gender orientation and who she has sex with, because they're all broken spaghetti head idiots who are completely obsessed with sex, and that's all they can think about. They can't think about the $4.5 billion hack or him or Forbes or the pictures on the screen. All they can think about is their broken spaghetti head brain and what it wants to have sex with. That's it. They can't even listen to the story. They're so stupid and crazy. They think about the gender orientation of his rapper wife before they think about the $4.5 billion hack, because they're stupid. You can literally fucking prove it. You can prove it when they say the things that they do. You could go into a fucking court and prove it in front of a court of law how fucking stupid it is to think about the gender orientation of his wife when the fucking title of the video is crypto rapper crapto. I'm gonna start calling it crapto. Why not? You heard it here first. Crapto, right? I'm gonna call it crapto because it's crapto. Why don't people call crypto crapto? I'm gonna message this to my friend. I'm gonna message it to my friend. I absolutely am. I'm gonna message this to my fucking friend. I swear to God. I'm gonna send this to my friend. Why don't they call crypto crapto?
The stash of 119,000 bitcoins was worth about 4.
I'm gonna send this to my friend and like that's quite funny to me, actually. like we're talking about $4.5 billion here, but the people are so stupid that I come to the video for the $4.5 billion hack, right? I come to the video for the $4.5 billion hack. I see this and I'm immediately clickbaited, and it's exactly true. It's exactly what he said it was. It's a $4.5 billion hack. It's not clickbait either, which is why I came here. But most of the rest of idiot humanity thinks about crypto rapper goes to prison and how hot she is and who she has sex with. It's actually a very, very interesting story, kind of, because it has two interesting things. Crazy, dumb, crypto female rapper goes to prison, which is what everybody actually came for, right? But I came for the $4.5 billion hack, and I'm not the only one. But most people care about crypto rapper goes to prison. I care about $4.5 billion hack, but most of humanity cares that his wife or his girlfriend or his lover or like whatever is trans. That's what they care about. They care whether or not his crypto rapper lover is trans or not. They care really a lot more. And I know this. I watched them do it. He's making fun of them in real time. Most of the community doesn't think $4.5 billion hack. They think, ooh, juicy crypto rapper. Is she trans? That's literally what they think. It's a bunch of and I'm not saying trans people are bad or that their sexual orientation is bad. I'm not saying that. It's like literally you can see what they care about. Their spaghetti brains are immediately attracted to the trans side of it. They really don't care about the $4.5 billion. $4.5 billion. They don't care about that. They want to know if his wife is trans. Like straight up. They like immediately. Their brains don't think about their spaghetti heads don't think about the $4.5 billion hack. They just don't think about that. They immediately think about crypto rapper. They see a picture of a woman and they immediately, I'm talking immediately, the first place that I'm talking half of the human race is trans now, and that's absolutely fine. But trust me, it turns their brains into like, trust me, I'm serious about this. I'm not saying they're bad or whatever. I'm not. I love them. They're part of my community. Got no issue with them. I'm dead serious. But they do have spaghetti heads. They absolutely do. They do have spaghetti heads. They see this thing and they start attacking him because they think it's anti-trans when he talks about a $4.5 billion hack. They really do. So he went out of the way and he's like, no, his wife is not some crazy trans icon. I'm not attacking LGBTQ. We're not after gay people here. It's the $4.5 billion hack. And this is the people that he deals with, which is why I would never be who he is. I would never be who he is. He deals with the stupidest people on the planet. The internet people, the internet crazy crab people who are interminably online, you know? And I'm one of them. I'll tell you right now. So is he. That's why I'm part of this community. But see, I came to this community. I'm not crazy like him. I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy like them. I'm not crazy like them. They come to a $4.5 billion hack story looking for the sexual orientation of the guy's wife. That just never even occurred to me, but I mean, Kira caught them doing it. They came here and they immediately ignore the $4.5 billion hack and think about how the crypto rapper might be trans. That's immediately where their brains go. Right away. And I can catch them doing it in real time. It's because they've got spaghetti heads. They've been raped by their fucking parents. They've been put in the system. They've been raped by other people. They're fucked up. I'm not saying trans is bad or anything. That's fine. I'm talking about where they arrive to, where they think about the crypto rapper, is she trans, right? They immediately do. The first thing they think about is the crypto rapper trans? If she is, we don't care if she stole a $4.5 billion hack. She's trans, so we protect her. Who cares if she steals $5 billion? Who cares if she's a thief? If she's trans, she gets the walk. That's the spaghetti head code in their brain. They think if she's trans, she gets the walk. No. Turns out, a lot of trans people actually can be insanely crazy. And I'm not speaking out against trans. I'm not. I love trans. Got no issue with trans. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about some of the people that identify as trans can be full-blown crazy, criminally insane, just like everybody else. No, this isn't something that's... I think the world somehow thinks that trans got the ride, or gay got the ride on crazy. Somehow because they're gay, they're not crazy. No, so somehow because they're gay or trans that they're not crazy. But no, it turns out crazy does travel across the lines. Crazy does do that. Crazy does travel across the lines. It doesn't matter what orientation you have. This isn't some anti-trans thing. Crazy happens. Oh good, somebody took my base. Cool. Yeah, very good. Okay, so we can just go back and get the boat. That's good. That's fun. I like getting a boat every day. That's cool. Yeah, take my shit. I don't care about that. Yeah, take my boat. I left it where I could get it. I know. I'm very aware. Let's start the day over and do another boat. To be in the sea, I don't care if you raid me. Don't care. Not 1, 2 shits. I don't give 2 shits about you raiding me. I don't give a flying fuck about that. You go right. You can stream snipe and follow me around and spend 16 hours while I'm drunk and asleep, sucking on my dick, crawling around like a little creeper trying to find my boat. And when you do, you spend 2 hours blowing into it. You can do all that while I sleep. I still the winner. I still went to bed, slept, and had a good night. Came up, I'm rested, and I have a life and a stream and follows. You have nothing, and you wasted your 10 hours of your fucking time. And that's the whole point to the boat wipe. You think you won. You wasted a bunch of your fucking stupid-ass time, and I'm gonna call you stupid. I'm gonna call you stupid after it. I'm gonna say, you're fucking stupid. You took the boat bait. You took the boat bait. You're fucking stupid. I can prove it scientifically in front of a court of law. You took the boat bait. You're fucking stupid. Now, I'm gonna go back out there in an hour, and have exactly what I have. You lost 10 hours. In your stupid spaghetti head brain, you think you're the winner. In your stupid spaghetti head brain, you think you're the winner. But no. In reality, you spend 10 hours. I spend 1. And I'm going to show you this. You think you're ahead. You've been waiting all night and day for me to get on, to get all angry about the boat or whatever. And I think, oh man, spaghetti head stupid is spaghetti head stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just spaghetti head stupid. That's all it is. You're just spaghetti head stupid. You took the bait. You spent many hours hunting for that boat, figuring out where it was, raiding it for no explosives and 1 gun. 1 gun and no explosives. Because you are stupid and you fell for the fucking bait. I didn't put the boat away on purpose. I thought about it when I went to bed. I was like, I should hide the boat if I cared. And I don't care about you or raiding or anything else. And I hope it was Stens. But I'm guessing it's you, because only an idiot would raid on the first day of the wipe. You know what I'm saying? For a boat, for 1 gun. Only an idiot would waste that much time. You're the idiot. You think, oh, he's going to be so mad that I took his boat base or whatever. No, I don't care. Not mad. No. I think you're stupid. I'm going to confirm it in front of the stream. I think you're stupid because you took the bait. I'm making fun of you on my stream. You're stupid because you're fucking stupid. It's confirmed, and you took the bait. You wasted 10 hours of your fucking life for something that I'm going to show you right now. Only takes me an hour to do. You're fucking stupid. You keep thinking it because you're scared of it. You're scared that you might be stupid, you know? You are stupid. You took the bait. You're goddamn dumb. You're bait. The whole time you kept thinking, this is kind of stupid, isn't it? I'm gonna show the world how stupid I am by doing this, right? You had this dirty, niggling thought, you know? It was like biting at you like a mosquito. The whole time you were doing that, you had this thought about, man, am I being incredibly fucking stupid? And the answer is yes, you are being incredibly fucking stupid in front of the stream and everybody. You idiot spaghetti brain. You took the worst bait. You got baited. The worst in the history of video games. You got baited the worst in the history of video games. You spent 10 hours on a 1-hour boat. You're fucking stupid, and I can confirm it. I can confirm it. It's what I'm saying to you right now. It's what I'm saying to them as they listen to me tell them, you're stupid and you have spaghetti hood. You're your stupid stream sniper and you fell for the 10-hour bait. Get baited, you fucking idiot. You blew all that boom and all that time, and you go get a fucking submarine or satchels or whatever. You want to rob the base, or all your stupid small penis fucking idiot brain spaghetti head wants to tell you you're winning or whatever. But no, you blew 10 hours on a base for one gun, and you're a piece of shit. Watch me replace it in an hour, what you spent 10 hours doing. Nobody will ever tell you, hey, thumbs up, bro, you rated him, good job. Everybody's going to be like, nah, you got baited by a master, you fucking idiot. Even your friends are going to say that. You're fucking stupid. You got baited. You wasted 10 hours on a 1-hour base. You're fucking dumb. This is why everybody in Big Clan Russ walks all over you and kills you all the time and shoots you in the head and steals your bases every single day of your fucking life. What you really were concerned about, that thing that really, really bugged you, that's been gadfly buzzing at you in the back of your brain. Am I actually bad? You know, that's what you've been thinking this whole time. Am I actually bad? This streamer seems to keep coming out on top. I rate him and he doesn't care because I am bad somehow. You hear it in your own brain. You're like, Jesus Christ, he's not even mad. I must be bad. Because you are bad. You spent 10 hours on one. I'm not even mad because I win. You're stupid. You're really low IQ stupid. You spent 10 hours, I'm talking 10 hours, on something I'm going to replace in an hour. That makes you an idiot. Anybody in any community will tell you so. You are the idiot. Not me. You. You are the idiot. So just, remember, small brain, small penis, making small plays, raiding bases, you think you're ahead. No, I'm just going to replace that in an hour, what you spent 10 hours. I'm on top. I have you. I live in your brain rent-free. I control you. You're my slave. I tell you. I inform you when you can raid and what server you can be on. You're a straight bitch. I control you. I'm on top of you. When I do something, you've got to show up and you've got to attack it because you're my slave. You're my cassette. I play you like a fucking cassette all the fucking time. You are absolutely my fucking slave. I tell you when you can sleep. I tell you when you can raid. I tell you what server you can be on. I tell you what you can do. I tell you what videos you can watch. They're only mine. I control everything that is you. Everything that you do, all of your thoughts. I live in your brain like that alien from Men in Black. I control you. I am you. And I really didn't think you were that stupid. I honestly believed that you would leave the boat alone. But honestly, like, no, I'm going to have to go to the harbor and get another one in 5 minutes and get the exact same amount of loot back in an hour, right? And you're going to continue to fucking fail at it. And tonight, you're not going to get the boat. You're going to search for 18 hours. Tonight, I'm not going to be drunk and leave the boat out, right? You're going to search for 18 fucking hours. And you're still going to be searching for it when I get back up in the fucking morning. Because you're dumb, stupid. Dumb, small penis. And dumb, stupid. I control you. I tell you what you can do and where you can be. Well, I give you permission to raid my base. If I go to bed, that's your permission to actually have a normal life again. When I'm alive and awake, you are my slave and you must do what I tell you to do. I ordered you to raid the base and you did. You spent 10 hours of your life, after 10 hours of your life trying to attack me, and you did because you're stupid and I control you. So now, tonight, I command you to find my boat again. You're not gonna do it. I command you, slave. I command you, Mr. You think you live in my head? I live in your head. I command you to find this boat tonight, and you're not gonna. And you're gonna spend, this is the bit, right? You're stupid, and I'll prove to you, you're fucking stupid. You're a stupid piece of shit, baited asshole. Totally baited. The worst baited idiot in the fucking history of Rust. The worst baited idiot, right? Because you spent 10 hours last night. Then you're gonna spend 20. Then you're gonna spend 30, and you're still not gonna find the fucking boat. And you're gonna understand it tonight. You're gonna understand what I'm saying tonight. When you blow 15 fucking hours trying to find that fucking boat, right? And I really didn't think you would take the bait. So I left the boat out very specifically and went to bed. And you spent 10 hours trying to find it or whatever. You spent 5 hours or whatever. You spent like 5 hours. You got there. You rated it for 1 prototype and 0 sulfur. 0 profit, guys. 0 profit. This piece of shit's been after me for 15 months. I've controlled him for 15,000 hours. I tell him when he can sleep. I tell him what he can do. I tell him when he can eat. I tell him when he can be awake and when he can't be. He's my slave. He shows up every single fucking time on fucking, like on command, like some kind of army grunt. I command everything he does. I control everything he does. Everything. So, you know, there you go. Now, let's go replace the base that he spent 10 hours on in 5 minutes. And he'll understand, you know. He'll understand that he has no play here. He lost the 10 hours in his stupid spaghetti head code brain. Yeah, I'm informing you that your stupid spaghetti head code brain, right, has informed you that you're the winner. But that is actually the worst lie you have ever told yourself, and you need to be aware. Your stupid spaghetti head brain is telling you that you won this engagement. But that's not true. You spent 10 hours on a 20-minute base. You are the idiot, and it's confirmed. You are the idiot. Anybody would tell you, your mother on down to God, and everybody in between, including your butt buddy, will tell you that your delusional spaghetti brain, you somehow think you won. But everybody from God on down to your fucking butt buddy will tell you that you didn't. You wasted 10 hours on a 20-minute base, and you're the stupidest piece of shit in human history. Now, do I care about a 20-minute base? No. I'm going to replace it faster than it takes me to talk about it, honestly. But you lost the 10 hours because you're a stupid, worthless piece of shit. And I'll say it. I'll make fun of you in front of everybody else. You know, I know what it took you. I'm not stupid. I know how long it took you. Like, all that stuff, you know. I know exactly how long this took you. And you're the stupid, baited asshole. You were baited. You're an idiot. Hey, cool. I'm up further than where I was. Not further, excuse me. Not further yet. Oh, cool. Hey, guess what? I'm up further than what I was. You know what I'm saying? Up further. You hear the words? I'm up further than where I was, you know? Like right now, as we speak, I am up further than where I was. Right now. You know? Up further than where I was. Like, quite literally, you cost me 5 minutes. There we go. In your stupid spaghetti head brain, you think you're winning somehow, but you're really, really, really not. You're really actually a small penis, idiot, fucking obsessed asshole. I live in your brain 24/7, and already in the first 5 minutes on stream, I'm fucking richer than the 10 hours that you spent rating my base. Thank you for confirming it to the public. You are really, really fucking dumb brain. You are. You are confirming. You're confirming it to the public. I need them to see it. I didn't say it when I went to bed, or you wouldn't have fallen for the trap, right? I would have said it before I went to bed. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was saying, right? I was saying, you know, you fell for the trap. That's all. You fell for the trap. Now we're gonna move on. You know, that's all I have to say. You think I'm gonna sit on this for 5 hours and then that you're actually living in my head? But I'm just gonna forget it happened. After 10 minutes after it happened, I'm gonna forget it that it happened. I'm gonna forget it that it even happened 10 minutes after it happened, because it's so insignificant, like the size of your penis, that it doesn't fucking matter. Any of it. None of it matters. You, the base, any of it. You are a fucking like piece of shit with no life who spends 10 hours to rate a 5-minute base. You are the piece of idiot shit. It is confirmed. You got baited. You're stupid. Congratulations on the 220 sulfur. I know what was in that base. I'm not stupid. I've been big clan Rust like you. Congratulations on the 10-hour raid for 1 prototype pistol and 260 sulfur. Do you hear the public laughing at you? Do you hear me laughing at you? We're laughing at you. You are the smallest PP, stupidest, lowest IQ in Rust. Worthless at the game, spend 10 hours when I command you to. You become a slave, I live in your head, you do what I tell you to. You think somehow in your brain that 10-hour raid for 260 sulfur really got Skycat. But the actual reality is if I look around and I see a sulfur node, I'm richer than the 10 hours that you spent raiding the base. That's the actual reality. Me up here, you down here. Down here, sucking on my dick, spending 10 hours on 260 sulfur. You think somehow in your brain, your spaghetti brain, right, that when you got in that door with no security, no loot, and nothing at all, right, except 200 fuel, that was it, right, and a bunch of worthless crap that you didn't even take, right, that you somehow got me because you spent 10 hours on a half-an-hour boat. You think I'm lying, but no, I'm like, I'm 20 minutes into the half hour and I'm almost to the next boat. And you spent 10 hours on a fucking half-hour boat. Who's the real loser? You. And I couldn't believe it when I got on. I really was frankly surprised when you took the bait. I was like very, very surprised when my bags were gone. I was like, he'll never fall for this. He'll never fall for it. You hear the joy in my voice that you did it? It's like a trap base. You fell for my trap base, you fucking idiot. I am frankly surprised that it worked. I really didn't think you were that goddamn dumb. I know you have 2,000 or 3,000 hours or whatever, right? I figured like there's no way he would just actually do it, would he? And I went to bed. I was like, well, we'll find out. And you sure enough did. There's no fucking way. I told myself for like a week, the first day I'm not gonna hide the boats because I need to see who's paying attention. I literally said it for like a week to myself. I didn't say it once because I knew it would give the bait away. But all week I thought about it. I was like, the first boat, I don't hide it. I don't hide it. I don't hide the first boat. I don't do it. I let them come and I see who takes the bait. Sure enough, you fell for it. You got baited. I was frankly surprised. Very, very surprised that you took that fucking bait. I was very surprised you did it. I'm very happy you did it. It really does confirm that you're the stupidest piece of shit in possible Rust. You're you're the most stupid piece of shit. You made the worst play in the history of Rust. You spent 10 hours on a half-hour boat that I'm going to replace in half an hour. It's not even been half an hour. It's been... yeah, it has been. It's been 27 minutes since I walk up to the boat and I replace the fucking base that you stole. And I have the exact same loot that you stole and all this shit. Except you spent 10 hours. I spent 10 minutes. Because small brain, small penis, you down here, me up here, masturbating you all the time. I masturbate you all the fucking time. I live in your fucking head. I couldn't believe you took the bait. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. I cannot believe he took the bait. I literally stared at the dead beds for a minute. I really would have bet my life on that you had some sort of intelligence. Some sort. Now I know for sure that I have committed the craziest bait in the history of video gaming, and you fell for it, and I'm going to do a video about it, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about what you did. I'm going to tell the world that you spent 10 hours of your time raiding a half-an-hour base. I'm going to tell the world about it, and I'm going to make a video about really dumb, spaghetti brain, masturbated idiots like you, and I'm going to tell them your name. Both your real life name and your character name. And I'm going to tell them how really fucking stupid you actually are. I'm going to make a fucking video about how I baited you for 10 hours on a half-an-hour base. I'm absolutely going to do this. And I'm going to show the world. You think, oh, nobody knows about it. Nobody knows how stupid I was. No, we're going to tell the world. We're going to tell the world how fucking stupid you were. We're going to tell them your name, and we're going to tell them what you did. Thank you for getting baited, you stupid asshole. I couldn't believe when I looked at the beds, and I was like, oh my God, he really is confirmed stupid, and I'm going to do a video showing the world how fucking stupid he is. I couldn't believe it. I was like, if he takes this bait, I've won the fight. I didn't bother. You saw me, I was so drunk, I didn't even bother putting the boat away. I was like, if he takes this bait, okay, I'll destroy him for real. And he did. You took the bait. You're so stupid. I can't believe it. I'm gonna make you famous for your stupidity. I'm talking infamous, as in they send you bombs in the letters in the mail and shit. I'm gonna make you fucking famous for your stupid low IQ. Not famous for, oh, I got Skycat. See, in your small spaghetti brain, you think, oh, I successfully trolled a streamer and I'm so good at this and the community's giving me props and all this. No, the streamer's gonna make you an example. I'm the one with the clout. I'm gonna make you the fucking example. I'm gonna make you the example. I'm gonna show the world how I masturbate you all the fucking time. All the time. Every day I masturbate you. It's the word for it. MASTERBAITED. Masturbated. You get masturbated every fucking time because you are the least skilled, most worthless piece of shit in Rust. It's provable. It's scientifically provable. When the trio stomped you in 3 days ago in front of my eyes, I didn't have to fire a shot. You're so stupid, I don't have to fire a shot or throw a bomb. You're so stupid, you'll destroy yourself. And this is true, and this is very true, and you are totally, woefully fucking ignorant. You're probably sleeping right now because you stayed up all night raiding or whatever, but if you're awake and watching this, I hope you are awake and watching this. I think you are. There's some people on my channel and stuff. You committed the dumbest, lowest IQ raid in the history of Rust. You. And I'm going to tell the world. I'm going to say he spent 10 hours on a boat with 260 sulfur in a prototype pistol. And I had witnesses. I had 13 people in that stream last night. They're all going to tell the story too. When I put it on fucking Reddit or whatever the fuck, and I tell the world about how stupid and small brain you are, the 13 people who are in my channel, they're going to confirm it. When the rest of those guys come from Reddit or whatever, and they're like, yeah, right, you're lying, right? There's nobody this stupid, right? I say, consult the 13 people on the channel who watched him do it. I'm a streamer. Consult the stream. You can watch him do it. He spent 10 hours raiding a half-an-hour boat. He's fucking stupid. I couldn't believe you took the bait. I couldn't believe it. I literally, like, when I saw it, I was like, there's no way you took the one really obvious bait that I set. The really big one. And you did. You took the fucking bait and you raided for 10 hours on a 260 sulfur base. I watched the sulfur when I went to bed. I was like, yeah, there's not even enough sulfur in here to make 40 bullets. So, you know, as far as profit goes, yeah, I'm the profiter. I'm the one with profit. Anybody who comes to the base is an idiot who wasted their time. And you fell for it. You're so stupid. You fell for it. You fell for it. I couldn't believe you took the bait. When I saw the dead beds, I was like, oh my God, he actually is this dumb. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Like, I can't even, like, do you see the honesty on my face? Like, I'm not making some production about how dumb you are. I am honestly gobsmacked at how dumb you are. I couldn't believe when you took the bait. You fell for the easiest, stupidest trap base that's ever been fucking made. Because you are a worthless piece of shit with no brain. All the time I tell you, but sometimes I'm nervous. I'm like, what if I'm discounting him? What if he's somehow got some intelligence in that small pee-pee, like small penis, small brain dome of his, right? But no, you really are really goddamn dumb. Like full-blown dumb. I can prove it scientifically in a court of law. You're really dumb. It's never going to end. You're really, really, really low IQ and worthless. It's like really gobsmackingly, honestly, like kind of like despairingly bad how dumb you are. It's like I play you like a loot all the time. Some of my friends have literally told me, we get sick of the amount of times that you make fun of this guy and how bad you prove he is all the time, you know? And I literally have had friends come and tell me that. They're like, you're too mean to this guy. You attack him too much. But he seems so dumb and so clueless and such an asshole that most of them don't care that I do it. But some of them do. Zelly cares that I beat the shit out of you all the time and prove to the world how fucking stupid you are. She feels pity for you, dude. Pity for you. She feels pity for how stupid you are. So do I. You fall for the bait all the time. It's despairing. Like, I despair of it. Now, by the way, I've replaced the base. With you now, in your brain, you're gonna say, I'm the winner, I raided the base in the end. No, man, I've replaced the base. I'm straight up here. I've replaced the base. It's over. The amount of time it took me to replace the base was like 35 minutes. I've replaced the base. I'm at the base. You know what I'm saying? You spent 10 hours. You're goddamn stupid. Really stupid. You know? I like, sure, raid the base again. By the way, this isn't gonna happen again. I'm not gonna lead a masturbate for you to prove to the world how stupid you are ever again. We're just gonna confirm this one. You know? By the way, never again are you getting any of my loot. Never again are you getting another prototype from me. You don't have the skill to get a gun from anybody. I've never seen you get a gun from anybody. You don't have the skill to have a gun. You don't belong having a gun. I've never seen you carry one. You're so goddamn bad at the game that you don't deserve one. Straight up. You don't deserve my prototype, and I'm going to get it back from you like I did last wipe. Remember how I got all my guns back from you last wipe? Just 4 days ago? Distant, ancient history in your spaghetti brain, but I don't have a spaghetti brain like you. I remember 4 days ago when some trio you don't know stomped you in and gave me back all my guns. And this time around, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna have someone else carry me. This time I'm gonna do it myself. You understand? I'm gonna get in that base and I'm gonna get that prototype back in the end. You've never got a gun from me. You've been stalking me, stream snipe, for 15 months, and you've never got a real legitimate gun from me ever. 15 months, 15,000 hours. It's like, seriously, it's like 400 hours a month you spend stalking me all the time, and yet you've never, ever actually got a gun directly from me, ever. How do you go 15,000 hours of stream snipe, and yet you never did successfully gank me for anything at all except door ganks? Never did. You never got any loot off me successfully, ever. You think because I have a stream, that makes it like your job to rob me or whatever piece of shit spaghetti code is in your head. You'd be broken your brain with your dumb brain. You listen to your brain instead of anybody else. And your brain led you to a really, really stupid fucking place. Like a really stupid place, you know? And so your brain led you to a really stupid place because you listened to it. And you spent 10 hours on a half-an-hour base. And none of us can explain why you're this stupid. Nobody can. Nobody can explain it. It's gobsmackingly weird for Zelly and Steph. It's weird for me. Nobody can explain why you're this stupid. Nobody can do it. Tay couldn't do it. The 30 people in the admin that kicked you that one time couldn't do it. Nobody I've ever met can figure out why you're so goddamn stupid. Nobody I know. Not the admins, not the trio that pushed your shit back and you didn't get any kills or anything. You just got stomped in 11 times and lost everything you had against the first person you angered because you're really incredibly bad at Rust. I watched it happen. I sat there in my tower in front of 10 people and I watched from my tower while 3 dudes I don't even know stomped you in for no good goddamn reason at all other than that you're a fucking stupid asshole. They had no other reason. They didn't take your loot. They gave it to us. They didn't take your loot. They don't care about your guns. They don't care about your piece of shit reality. They get that shit to us. They don't care about your loot. They stomped you in for a joke because you are a joke. You're a joke. You spent 10 hours on half an hour of a fucking base. You're fucking stupid. You're a clueless joke. Anybody will tell you. Anybody. Those guys told me they're a clueless joke. He sent me a DM like this, they're a clueless joke and we're going to erase them for you now. That was the DM he sent. He was like, they're a clueless bunch of shithead kids and we're going to get rid of them for you now because you've never treated us badly. You're my worst enemy, but you've never treated us badly. He sends me this DM. We're going to destroy this fucking kid now. I didn't even destroy, you know, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know. They were, like, throwing the bombs at the door when he sent me this DM. We're going to destroy this asshole, worthless kid now. And that's exactly what happened. Because you're an asshole. That's literally the words he said. We're going to get rid... I think he said, we're going to get rid of this asshole, worthless kid. I think that was, like, I could pull the DM. He said, we're going to get rid of this asshole, worthless kid. That's, like, literally what he said. And then he did it because you're bad. You spent 10 hours on half an hour of a base. You're stupid. You're fucking bad at this. You don't deserve to play Rust. You can't get any guns because you don't know how to shoot them. You're that low IQ, etc., etc. And that's all. That's all the toxicity you get from me today. I promised I wouldn't do this.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today is an exciting...
I promised I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't sit for hours, like, obsessing about how stupid my fucking stalker is. Like, provably, scientifically fucking stupid. You know, I promised I wouldn't do this anymore. So I'm not going to. Fucking idiot got the worst bait in the fucking world. I've never heard of a worse bait than that. You got half an hour of loot in your base, yeah. And he spent how long trying to find it and how long trying to raid it? Oh, like 5 to 10 hours. And how much profit did he get? A prototype, 264 fucking sulfur, 4K stone, and 2K metal frags. He spent 10 hours on one prototype, 200 fuel, 260 sulfur. You know what I'm saying? It's not even enough to fill a small box because you're small penis and small brain. You think I'm going to be so mad at you for raiding my boat. But honestly, we're all laughing at your stupid ass. I don't have any anger. I am honestly gobsmacked. Like, honestly. Quite literally. The word for it is I am embarrassingly, honestly. I am honestly embarrassed. I am honestly embarrassed at your stupidity. That's not me telling myself that. That's not rationalization. That is the truth. I am honestly embarrassed by your stupidity. It embarrasses me. Your stupidity and small penis. It's so fucking like down here, so low and small in its stature that it literally I have to laugh at it. You're so stupid. You know? You gotta be the stupidest piece of shit on the internet. And that's gotta be saying a lot, man. There's a lot of dumb pieces of shit on the internet, but you take the cake.
Baldur's Gate 3 is out. This is absolutely
if you don't use your brain, I suppose maybe nobody's ever told this to you, but I'm gonna tell you, you know. I don't say this to hurt you or troll you or be hyperbolic or be on the stream. This isn't some loud noise from a fat idiot or anything. This is a direct human response to human stuff. It's actually really hard to be around you because everything you do is so dumb. Everything you do. And this is an honest appraisal. Your parents, your friends, your butt buddy, your clan, they're all going to tell you the same. Everything you do is incredibly dumb.
A generational game. It is the
Tell me they're saying anything different. I know everybody in your fucking life, from your parents to your teachers to your principals to your friends, me, everybody you know is telling you how much of a stupid piece of shit you are. And I don't know why I'm affected by you anymore, and I'm not going to be. You're not going to affect me anymore. This was it. This was all I needed. You are the stupidest piece of shit on the planet, and I don't have to care what you think or what you do. I don't. You confirmed it.
Nation
Bye.
Of a interesting and fairly atypical set of circumstances that has led to a company being able to absolutely punch above their weight and deploy a tremendous amount of resources to a single title. So, Baldur's Gate 3, if you're not aware, it's a CRPG in the more traditional sense. It's a sequel, of course, to the Baldur's Gate games from BioWare back in the old days, set in D&D's
From BioWare, he says it with joy. Fuck BioWare. Fuck BioWare. From BioWare. No. From BioWare. It's the actual response. From BioWare. He goes, from BioWare! But no, the actual smart, intelligent... I don't like Bellular. Never have liked Bellular, by the way. Never liked a word out of his stupid mouth. I'll straight say it. I've never liked Bellular. Never liked anything he's ever said. That's why I'm watching the video, right? But I will say this. Oh, boy. By BioWare is an actually intelligent response. Not by BioWare. It's more like, by BioWare. I know you're fanboying, you love Bethesda and BioWare like all the other carbon clone cookie cutter bitches. I know you're a carbon clone of Bellular. I know you're a carbon copy clone of all the other Asmongols of the world and stuff. I know that's where you live and breathe. You're a carbon copy and all this. But if you continue to try and tell these feckless young nerds who just haven't lived long enough to understand the difference, right, that BioWare is good, I will call you an idiot in public. BioWare is not good. And if you in a smart, normal response to, the game from the 90s by BioWare. And I know you're bellular and you think that everybody thinks what you think and everybody cares what you think and everybody believes that what you're saying is true and all this stuff. But I've never met anybody in my personal life who ever thought BioWare was a good company. Only you delusional idiots. Nobody in real life. And I worked at a game store for 2 years. And not one of my customers, friends, or anybody I knew thought BioWare was a good company, except idiots like Bellular who play way too much BioWare games. BioWare is not a good company. They've never been. They've never made a good game. Name one. I want to say Dragon Age is a good game, but the actual fucking truth is Dragon Age is not a good game. Want to know why? Neverwinter Nights is a good game. Neverwinter Nights is a good game by, you know, enhanced edition, more T-Small and all this stuff, right?
So there's no real for yourself.
Neverwinter Nights is a real game. Hey, look, doesn't it look really, really familiar? Yeah, it turns out that BioWare is one of the worst thieves in the video game industry. They stole billions of dollars off the sweat and the hard work of Oh, never mind. They are Neverwinter Nights. I didn't like Neverwinter Nights either. They are Neverwinter Nights. So I guess they've always been bad. I like Larian's approach to Neverwinter Nights. I thought BioWare's approach to it. I couldn't play either of these games. I thought this might have been somebody better because this is like the best CRPG ever made. It's Neverwinter Nights. It's like the best fucking CRPG ever made. It's exactly Baldur's Gate 3. No more, no less. It's exactly Baldur's Gate 3. There's no, I mean, the only thing Baldur's Gate 3 has that Neverwinter Nights doesn't at all, same as Divinity Original Sin 2, is, no, they're the same exact game. Baldur's Gate 3, Neverwinter Nights, Divinity Original Sin 2, Baldur's Gate 2 are all the same exact game. No difference. It's no difference. It's the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition series rulebook. They're all the same games, same players, same classes, same loot, same gold, same enemies, same mobs, same graphics, same everything, same minimap, same chat, same bullshit, same everything. So every time somebody goes, BioWare, I go, BioWare. No. Why BioWare is so bad, right? It's an interesting thing. Now, why is my bookmarks show the bookmark bar? What? I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Watching Google and Microsoft try to fucking do things is really not too good. Watching them try to stumble through a basic thing, like a really basic thing, and break right away on a freshly installed copy of Windows yesterday. Watching Windows break that fast is not fun for me. Watching Windows stumble like that and the clear, obvious, transparent consumer theft of the masses. Watching Windows stumble in real time like that. So anyways, Neverwinter Nights. You know, I wouldn't mind watching this video. I think I probably will. But
welcome back to the show, everybody. Today is an exciting day because Baldur's, the camera work that you're seeing, and even the trailers, the previews, it's an utterly shocking amount of production for a game of this format. It's crazy. Now, this is all working in a modified D&D 5th edition rule set that, of course, is built from the ground up for this game. And in terms of length and stuff, we're looking at a 75 to 100-hour game length with 17,000 permutations of ending and 170 hours of alternative cutscenes. Of course, that's 17,000 permutations. As you know, if you have lots of different variables that can be different, you're then, to work out the total number of different variations, you're multiplying multiplying those together, so your endings do, your quantity of endings, technically speaking, does get rather silly as you keep on multiplying those. Also, a pretty shocking feature, this is a game that you can play entirely in co-op with 3 friends, including 2-player split screen on one console or PC, which is cracked. Now, the thing is, this is coming from Larian. Larian have been making games in the Divinity setting. Now, the one that I remember the most was a Divinity Dragon Commander, but from Dragon Commander, of course, they moved on just a year later to Original Sin. It then got its Enhanced Edition, then there was Original Sin. They are really damn good RPGs. And the overall point here is that, with Divinity, they were working in that setting for a long-ass time. With Original Sin and Original Sin 2, they've been working in a similar format of game to Baldur's Gate 3, meaning that versus almost any other studio, you are looking at so much finely honed and finely acquired talent over many years, just laser targeted to make a game like this. Now, this is PC August 3rd, PS5 September 6th, no Xbox yet, and the team have actually said why. It's because they cannot get split screen co-op working acceptably in the Series S, and because that's the case, they can't publish on either Xbox. You are allowed to have some different features between the two of them, like obviously ray tracing, but if it's a back of the box gameplay feature, there needs to be parity between S and X. Currently, they don't feel their S version is up to snuff, so the whole thing does have to be delayed. Ultimately, though, that they're going to do that delay in order to deliver a quality product that meets their standards, that is absolutely what you want to hear. And if you want some dates there, Per Sven, their CEO, said in June that it might actually not launch this year. So probably some sort of engineering hurdle to overcome. Now, of course, the thing is, this is a game that came out into early access. And yes, people have been playing the game since October of 2020. This makes me think of Dave the Diver, funnily enough. That's a game that had a year of early access, finally honed itself, and because of that, had an absolutely explosive launch. Here, we are seeing that on the largest of scales. So, you take a look at the early access release. The red bar is decently sized. The blue bar for positive reviews is far larger, though. What this means is that fans feel a strong sense of ownership over, over the game. To all my early access homies, it's been real. It's actually helped the game build a community so that whenever launch day happens, there's a dedicated community there, right? There's, that backing of elite troops that makes the whole army feel rallied or whatever. I don't know, that was a weird analogy. But yes, early access has been a massive boon for this game. And they confirmed that 2.5 million copies of the game had been shifted before launch. Now, this is the bit where it comes to disclosure time. I purchased this game with my own money yesterday and haven't played any early access. That said, a mutual friend of much of our team ended up, I think it was last year perhaps, getting a job at Larian. So
wow.
I believe, yes,
Fuck
the
yeah.
writer and editor of this video, they both, Connell and Connor, they both do have a copy of the game that was provided to them for free. Not in an official sense, but I think in the way that employees just get a few codes that they're able to hand out to friends and family. That only happened a few days ago though, so it's not like they've been playing a free copy of the game for years. But you should know that because that is indeed what happened. One thing that propelled this was the bear. People generally liked Baldur's Gate 3. People really liked the television show The Bear, but this is not about that because this is about shagging a bear. Shagging a bear is one of the things that you can do because, hey, if you are dealing with druids that can shapeshift, I suppose why
fucking a bear.
Why be a coward? Just do that.
Just fuck the bear.
There you go. Yes, you can shag the bear druid. And this is perhaps responsible for at least several of this next very impressive number, because, yeah, the all-time player peak is 471,000, basically 472 if we're rounding. That is extremely impressive for what is mostly a single-player game. Obviously, I know co-ops there, but it's not like this is a battle royale. That is an extremely impressive number. I mean, other games that come to mind are like Hogwarts Legacies. It was a bit higher than this, I believe in the very low 500s. Suffice to say, though, this is a humongous number. This is the sort that any AAA game would absolutely love. Now, that said, there was one thing that was not particularly ideal, which is the review situation, because, look, every review is positive. That's a good thing. There are a range of bugs that I think with a game of this level of systemic involvement, depth, fidelity, yeah, there's going to be bugs. But what was a bit unfortunate, though, is the review build of the game was delayed for critics and streamers. Initially, not until a week before launch, but then it was actually delayed by another 2 days, which meant that it happened 3.5 days
Hi
before
guys, I love
launch.
you.
So if you've wondered why the big outlets that you maybe follow for reviews, or some of the people
Good
you
to
follow
see
for
10
reviews,
people again.
wonder why they didn't have
Happy
full
Saturday.
feature,
I hope you guys like
finished
Rust.
the game. It's because, yeah, the demo or the review build was only 3.5 days before launch, which in terms of number of hours, like even if you just played the game for 3.5 hours straight, or days straight, and did not sleep, that would not be enough time to finish the game. So obviously for a finished review, that's impossible. Yeah, it's not a small game. And if you want the reasons for this, it's pretty simple. Usually it is last minute bugs that would absolutely scupper reviews. There are other times though where a developer or publisher is trying to hide problems in the game by making sure that reviews can't go out except in a rush to meet embargo, and that will end up playing to their favor. We all know what it's like whenever a game has issues and maybe the review embargo is also launch day, and there's also been a very small review period. That kind of thing can just kind of suck. Except though, we should probably think about Starfield, because that had an impact on this game, right? So Baldur's Gate 3 was supposed to launch September 6th. Starfield took that date, right? And of course, because it's Starfield, the preceding weeks of, you know, reviewer work and marketing, that all would have been going into Starfield. Because as big as Baldur's Gate is, it's not Starfield. Of course, if you move it forward by a few weeks, then you get Armored Core 6, right? It can't go further into that storm of like autumn, early winter games. So they actually moved things forward, right? They moved their launch forward. It's probably ended up being good enough for players. Evidently, though, for the review build, it did cause them some issues. But even with those unfortunate things, like assuming you can tolerate D&D mechanics, it does seem that this is pretty much exactly the best that you could hope for. This is pretty sweet. And speaking of good things, I should say,
it's interesting that he said, assuming you can handle Dungeons and Dragons mechanics, right? And that was Zelly's issue. She can't handle Dungeons and Dragons mechanics, and frankly, I can't either, because I've seen a much better version of it, World of Warcraft. Just like her. A much better version of it. World of Warcraft is a much better RPG than Dungeons and Dragons. Nobody wants to believe it, but it is. World of Warcraft is a far superior RPG than Dungeons and Dragons in every single way, except for maybe like crafting, I would say.
Was featured in a daily deal by Valve a few days ago, and that means that currently it's 25% off. It's 25% off until the 6th.
I think D&D has better crafting. I think if let's go look. I've never thought about it, but I've never looked into crafting in Baldur's Gate 3. Let's take a look at it, huh? I think that's a good thing to look at. Baldur's Gate 3 crafting guide, huh? Let's see if there is one. Masterwork and adamantine forge crafting. Tips for beginners. Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Gameplay Mechanics. Learn now. 10 important things you need to do in Early Act 1. Best weapons, secret, and more. That might be kind of good.
Hello and welcome back to Rage Gaming, and welcome to the first days of Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, the first days of Baldur's Gate 3. I wish I was on it, but of course they did it the same day the Rust wipe was. So that Rust heroin, right? Make sure that you are on Rust heroin. You can't be playing other heroin.
Release. With everyone finally jumping in for real, including lots of new players for the first time, I want to talk about some important things to not only know but do pretty much right away. For example, we actually finally have alchemy to play around with in the game. That can be really helpful. You might actually want to respec or get strong in a short amount of time. There's many things you should do sooner rather than later. So I put together this list of 10 things you should do as soon as possible as you begin your journey. We begin with the important and quick one, how to respec. As you can see, I'm speaking with this character here named Withers, who's quite undead and old. Withers can not only respec you for 100 gold, but you can also get hirelings from him, which is quite interesting. But being able to respec for 100 gold is obviously a very important thing, especially in the early days, as it will let you experiment yourself. To find Withers and get him in your camp so you can get a respec, you'll need to come here to the ruins, or the overgrown ruins. This is to the east of the roadside waypoint, if you've got that, or behind the ancient door on the beach at the very beginning of the game. Now inside the ruins, you'll find a centerpiece main room at the northern point. With the
Tonight at 7 p.m. I will play Baldur's Gate 3 for 3 hours.
When you go here. In the back room, there is a button on the side of the wall which will close this room, and by interacting
Tonight at 7 p.m., I will play Baldur's Gate 3 for 3 hours.
with the sarcophagus here, you will reveal withers. But first you'll have to defend yourself to the skeletons that spawn. By having a positive conversation with withers, he will then show up in your camp at a certain point, at which point you can talk to him to respec. A second thing you need to be aware of, and do pretty much immediately, is alchemy, because crafting and alchemy itself is in the game in the full release. With this, you can obviously craft potions, which is going to be amazing when it comes to specifically potions of healing, especially in those early days. Through this, we can also make powerful elixirs, useful items like fire bombs, even oils that you can coat your weapon in to get benefits with. At very least, you should be using alchemy to make potions of healing to begin with. This will require some materials, as you can see, and it might seem more complicated than it actually is. Essentially, a potion of healing requires rogue morsel salts and any suspension. Now, rogue morsels are actually just a mushroom that you can find, as you can see, in anything when it comes to specifically potions of healing, especially in those early days. Through this, we can also make powerful elixirs, useful items like fire bombs, even oils that you can coat your weapon in to get benefits with. At very least, you should be using alchemy to make potions of healing to begin with. This will require some materials, as you can see, and it might seem more complicated.
Oh, okay. Rogue's Morsel. I didn't really understand how really good it was. But yeah, Rogue's Morsel, huh? Okay. Oh, no, wait, I don't want that. No, I don't want, a box.
Than it actually is. Essentially, a potion of healing requires rogue morsel salts and any suspension. Now, rogue morsels are actually just a mushroom that you can find, as you can see, in any woods.
Oh, wow.
In fact, just to the east of the blighted village is a whole woods that you can explore and find a bunch of rogue morsels in. A neat trick then is to hold Alt while you're walking around, and it will reveal items and things you can interact with, such as the mushrooms you're hunting. Once you've got some of those, you can just go to the salts tab and pick rogue's morsel to make some. Second to that is any suspension. As you can see, we can make suspensions whenever we want. I have two options of the bullywug trumpet and the murgrass, and the murgrass is the much easier option here. Murgrass is actually found on the coastline, exactly where we start the game. In the waters by the beach, you'll find some murgrass growing. Then with the murgrass, you can turn it into a suspension. As you can see, not too hard to do. And as you make more of these things, you'll unlock new options, like, hey, I just got a potion of mind reading. Alternatively, you can hover over the thing you want to make and click extract all ingredients, so you'll turn what you need into this. And then again, because we're interacting with the system, we're unlocking more options. For example, now we've got Potion of Healing Greater, which is much better, which requires some ashes and some more salt to make. But to begin with, anyway, we have our Rogue's Morsel and Suspension, so now we can craft some potions, like so. And this is so good, because these from a vendor will cost, say, 100 gold or more, whereas this is costing us nothing at all. So a very important thing to know and do as soon as possible. Now speaking on gold, here is a quick tip, especially in the early days, and it is to loot everything. If you open a chest, a barrel, whatever, there's a chance there's going to be junk inside of it. Many times that will be food, which is great for long rests, but it'll be like, say, a rag or something you can sell in general. Once you have a pile of these things, you can take it to a vendor and just sell them all and get your first hefty pile of gold. The thing is, from any point, you can take any item in your inventory, right-click it and choose send to camp, and this will send it to the chest that is in your camp. That chest is massive, seemingly endless, and we can store everything we want in there to then pull out whenever we want to go vendor. So there's no loss as to carrying it around, because you don't have to carry it around weighing you down. It just goes straight to your chest. Do this enough in the early days, which really doesn't take much, and very quickly you've just got this pile of gold to spend. This is how I reached my first 1,000 gold on my first day of playing, and at that point you're able to buy equipment you might want, more potions perhaps, or you'll have that 100 gold to respec whenever you need it. Next on the list of things that you want to know and do ASAP has got to be your companions. I have my little group here, my party of my selection, but if you don't go and find them and interact with them and unlock them as companions, well, you can't have them. There are 6 companions you can get in Act 1, so here's the location of all of them. Firstly, on the beach where I'm standing next to this ancient door, on the beach that you crash land on, in fact. Head north and you'll come to the ancient door. Here you'll find Shadowheart and you can speak with her and have her join you. She's very easy to get and an incredible early game companion as a sort of heal bot and buffer. Next we have Asterion, who's another one we can get right at the beginning of the game, and he's also incredible as a rogue with stealth. It's so valuable. Asterion can be found here on the west side of where you begin the game, in between the crashed ship. Simply walking over here, you'll interact with him, and very quickly you can convince him to join you. Just northeast of that, we can get our mage, our wizard, we can get Gale, who is quite literally in the waypoint, the fast travel waypoint of the roadside cliffs, so he's going to be a very hard one to miss because you want to touch the sigil to actually unlock the waypoint. Next we have Lae'zel, who will be found in a cage here, currently caught by tieflings. This is just north of the roadside cliffs waypoint, very close in fact, and you'll need to get her out of here, hopefully without combat ideally. She'll join you without much convincing considering the situation. Companion number 5 will be found here, which is just in front of the Emerald Grove, the Druid faction. This is just north of the roadside cliff waypoint, just beyond where we just got our last companion. Keep heading north and you'll hit this immediately, where you'll encounter a goblin attack on the town. Within this cinematic, Will actually show up and you'll help him, but you'll need to actually go inside the grove after defeating the goblins, who you'll just find if you follow this north road pretty much to this point by the buildings. He's training a young tiefling, and again he'll join you very easily. Lastly, for our companions in Act 1, we have Karlach here. You can find this tiefling barbarian right in this exact spot, which is here on the map, just northwest of the actual Emerald Grove, south of this inn building with a bridge, which is just south of the Risen Road waypoint. You'll find her having just been in combat, and she'll happily join you, especially if you agree to help her with the quote-unquote paladin situation in the inn building just to the north. From here you'll have your Act 1 companion options, and you can choose what party to run depending on what you're playing and what your goals are. Next up, let's talk about compound loot. As you can see, I've now got quite a few blue items, and in fact a good chunk of these you can find in this town pretty quick. At the very beginning of the game, you can come to the Blighted Village, northwest of where you begin the game, to the west of Emerald Grove. Be warned, when you enter the Blighted Village, you will be ambushed by a small group of goblins, but once they're dealt with, you can head to the right into the cellar, which is actually a hidden blacksmith sort of forge. Inside here in the chest is the Steel Forged Sword, a one-handed sword that deals 5 to 10 damage, that has a +1 weapon enchantment on it. To get this early will certainly help you with your damage output, and can be great in a number of characters who can use a sword. In the middle of the town is a moss-covered chest though, and when you unlock it, you're going to find the Haste Helm. The Haste Helm gives you the smooth start bonus at the start of combat. For 3 turns you gain momentum, meaning you can move a little bit further than normal. Great for melee characters who want to arrive at a target as quick as possible. Heading just west of that is a windmill, and behind the windmill is a trapdoor. If you go down that trapdoor, you'll find a cellar, and a chest is in there. In that chest you'll find the Speedy Light Feet boots, which provides you with speedy sparks, meaning whenever you dash, you get lightning charges, which increase the damage you do with a bit of lightning damage. Further, it even gives you +1 athletics, which is a very nice pair of boots to have in your party in the early game. Finally, if you head north from the windmill to the small hill next to the barn, there'll be a dagger in some cooking meat, and if you can free the dagger from that cooking meat, you'll get yourself a green dagger with again a +1 enchantment. So much good loot in one village, and very compound, You should be able to get this very early, and hopefully now you know that they're there, you won't miss them yourself. Next, let's talk about Lump's Warhorn, an item we can use to summon Lump's frenzied band of ogres, a very powerful group of ogres that you can summon at will when you're in a dire situation and you need to win the combat scenario. To get the ogres, you can also come to the Blighted Village just to the southwest right here. In this building will be 3 ogres that, if you are very confident with your persuasion skills, you can convince them to join you. Potentially you'll agree that they can eat the bodies, or you'll pay them, or they can keep the gold, but whatever way you get them to join you, you'll then have the Warhorn to summon whenever you're in a tough fight. This can be unbelievably helpful in the early days when you're underleveled and facing something a bit deadly. The thing is, you can summon them multiple times, up to 3 times, as long as you can keep convincing them to come fight for you again, although do be careful you don't push your luck too much. Our next point is also in the Blighted Village. This one's a big one though. In the shabby wooden doors into the blacksmith's forge and the underground cellar, you can loot this wooden chest, and it'll have a blueprint, a masterwork blueprint for some weapons. This leads to Soothsayer weapons, which are, as you can see, incredible. They're blue weapons with reasonable damage, but most importantly, a passive where they silence targets on hit, meaning those affected cannot cast spells with any verbal component to them, which is incredible when dealing with spellcaster enemies. I used this when facing the Hag, and oh my god was it helpful. However, be warned that this will require you to go to the Underdark, which has enemies of level 4 and even 5 in bad scenarios. But fortunately you can avoid all of them except for the final pack of enemies that is a sort of group of level 4 enemies. But even in that scenario, we're talking about enemies that are also mid-fight with another enemy. So you can turn this situation to your advantage. I would suggest be at least level 3 as a minimum. Anyway, you come to the forge with the blueprint, and you'll need to get to the Underdark to do this. Fortunately, the wall right here is breakable, and as you enter, it will reveal a passage that ultimately leads to the Underdark as one way in. There are other ways to get down there though if you find another option. You'll need to come to the Soothsayer tree itself, which, as you can see in the Underdark, is on the very western point. There's a waypoint near the middle called the Underdark Beach, and a waypoint at the southeast for the actual outpost. On the map you can see you'll need to make your way up the hill and along the actual branches to the tree to then grab some of that bark that you're after to craft your own weapon. As I've mentioned though, this is protected by 1 Mad Mage and a couple of his Hook Horror pets, which again are all level 4. My advice is to get up high and defeat the mage as soon as possible, and then clean things up with the high ground. The Bullet, which is down below and very scary, can actually distract the Hook Horrors for a while and even kill them for you. Once we win the fight, we'll head up the branches of the tree and make it to where we can grab some of that bark. With the bark in hand, we can then go back to the blacksmith cellar and forge our weapon. To do this, you'll need a common weapon as a baseline, and of course that tree bark. Put the bark into the forge and you'll turn the flames blue. Then you can put in your normal weapon and turn that into your perfect blue weapon. Based on wiki information, you'll be able to do this with a dagger, a sickle, or a greatsword. This essentially unlocks the ability to craft your own blue quality weapon, and again a +1 weapon that has a silence property on it, making a major difference in Act 1 as a whole, and for the rest of the game until you change this weapon out. Having a raw silence like this is incredible, and that's why I really want to recommend you do this as soon as possible, but obviously when it is possible for you. But what if you want more blue weapons, incredible weapons that increase your damage? You can get them in pretty easy. As you can see, this quest reward has us choose between 3 blue quality weapons tied to lightning damage. To get this, you just need to come to Waukian's Rest, which is northwest of the whole map. Just north of the Blighted Village, you can cross the broken bridge and head northwest and get the waypoint, and by coming here into the courtyard you'll find a building that is under attack and on fire. There'll be a pile of people trying to break in, and if you go help them you can enter the building. Very quickly they'll tell you that their leader is stuck upstairs and you need to help them, so head up the stairs immediately. You'll need to cross over to the other side of the rooms and break the door that is trapping the leader, but you should be able to do that without too much problem. Exit the building with the group, and just like that you'll be given the reward for saving her life. A choice of 3 incredible weapons, which personally I chose the Jolt Shooter as an incredible ranged weapon that is getting lightning damage on those ranged attacks. Next, let's talk about Scratch the Dog, who is a very getting the camp. But more than that, he can actually be a useful summon. If you summon him out of combat, he'll actually find items for you, which is pretty neat. To find Scratch the Dog, you'll need to come here to the woods, which is just northeast of the Blighted Village. You'll find a body which Scratch is protected. By interacting with Scratch and calming him down, you can have him smell you so that he can actually identify your smell and follow you back to your camp. From then on, he'll you can interact with him and way to speak to animals today, such as drinking a potion that can give you animal conversation skill, or maybe have an ally that can just do it. You can make friends to a higher degree. With enough time, he'll even have a ball that you can play fetch with. Basically, you improve your relationship with Scratch, and eventually he will become a son you put on your bars, pull out, and hey, have him in the open world. Which is not only neat, but useful because again, he will find items for you. Also, I imagine he's going to be a very popular companion, so why not? Finally, our ironic last thing that I think you need to do straight away is do whatever you want and when you want. I don't think you need to rush this game, especially big picture. It's going to be an incredible long-term experience. My advice is if you can avoid save scumming everything that ever goes wrong, you'll actually end up with a unique and fun journey, which in turn means you can replay the game and make different characters on a new class and character and have a different experience. After all, when it comes to Act 1, you're probably going to want to be at least level 5 before you move on as a concept, so take your time and enjoy it. I hope these tips can help you have a smoother initial experience, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it in totally different ways. For now though, I hope the video was useful and you learned something. And if you have any other for now, I've been Hollow, you've been you, thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Bye.
Hi guys, it's me again, and today I want to talk to you all about why I'm buying Baldur's Gate 3 despite not having a lot of interest in playing it. It might change, however, I might try it out. I already have the game, right? But anyway, this is going to be, I know this is going to be a surprise, this is going to be a positive video about gaming in the year 2023. We don't get a lot of those. But every once in a while you have your North Stars, you have your guiding lights, or in this case your guiding moonlights, such as From Software, and now Larian Studios, showing the rest of the industry how it's done. Much to the dismay of the rest of the industry, if you read Twitter, by the way. And the reason why, and there's a lot of reasons, obviously Baldur's Gate has been developed for, I think, the better part of 10 years now. It might have even been longer than that. I think the last one came out long enough for me to see it in a thrift shop 10 years ago. So it's been a long time coming. And there's 172, I think, hours of cutscenes in the game, infinite possibilities, D&D rule set, etc., and bear sex as well. Very exciting. And the reason why, however, is none of those. It's, kind of I talked about before, the, what's the word for it? The mining canary problems. Well, this is what the opposite is. Let's go ahead and read this here, okay? Are there any, this is a question that was sent to the developers, Larian Studios of Baldur's Gate 3, asking about in-game purchases. Are there any in-game purchases in Baldur's Gate 3? They respond. They say this. No. All right, no, great. No, there will be no in-game purchases in our game. We believe in providing a complete and immersive gaming experience without the need for additional purchases. Enjoy the game to its fullest without any additional costs or microtransactions. I think, guys, we don't get a lot of those nowadays, you know? It's been a while since we've been able to hear this, and it's nice to hear it again. And we had the same thing with Elden Ring, and every once in a while games come out, and they're able to actually be for gamers first. And I understand that this has got a lot of people on Twitter upset, especially people that work at other gaming studios, because they're afraid of being held to the same standard. Now, I think that everybody can generally understand why a live service game that's continuously updated, etc., would need maybe some form of microtransactions to keep development funded, right? Yeah, sure. But we're talking about a single-player game that's being released as a complete experience, as a love letter to the community, and really as an investment in what their brand has been for, I mean, what, Baldur's Gate, was it 30, 20, at least 30 years? It's insane how long these games have been around. And I really, really appreciate this. And I think that nowadays there are so many, like, you know, the new game comes out, everybody's excited, and it's like, you know, you have this video game paradox that we have nowadays, this inverse correlation where the less you know about a game, the more excited you are. And then after you learn more, especially after the monetization talks, people become less excited. Oh, there's going to be a battle pass. Oh, there's going to be a seasonal battle pass. Oh, there's going to be skips for the battle pass that you can spend money on. Oh, the battle pass is going to increase your character's power. Oh, how lovely. What a great game. I can't wait to spend 200 hours farming knickknacks in the game. Oh, I click one thing, one of 253, collect them all because we love to waste your time. There are many games that are like this, and as a compulsive fucking idiot, I usually play into at least a lot of the collection metas. However, many other people don't, and I think a lot of people appreciate a game that respects their time, and I think more and more, especially as money has gotten tight, people respect a game that respects their money too. And that's why I'm supporting Larian Games, that's why I'm supporting Baldur's Gate 3. I'll be honest, outside of Honkai Star Rail, which by the way is not a very good example of what I'm talking about, I've never really played a lot of turn-based games. The last one I played was Super Mario RPG. Came out, I don't know, like maybe 25 years ago. So it's been a while since I've actually played any turn-based games. They're not necessarily super appealing to me, but I might actually give it a shot with Baldur's Gate because of how much I believe in what their vision is. They're willing to, you know, take pay cuts. They're not trying to appease a, you know, board of shareholders who, you know, many of the people who are making important decisions are not even really sure what Baldur's Gate is entirely. They don't really understand it. They never played any of the other previous games. They're not really video gamers. You know, maybe they play Candy Crush. This is very upsetting for a lot of gamers, and it should be. It's very worrying. But the reason why this is important, and the reason why I want to support it, is because of the very simple truth of the free market. And this is one of the luckiest and also simultaneously unluckiest things that we have to deal with as gamers. I think that a lot of gamers nowadays, especially in the last 10 years, have come to the slow sinking realization that the problems with monetization that us more hardcore gamers have don't necessarily resonate in the minds of the casual player base. Very disappointing, very upsetting, but FIFA's Ultimate Team seems to sell out every single year. What the fuck? But the truth is that whenever you're able to support a game that doesn't do this, whether it's something like Vampire Survivors, whether it's Armored Core 6, whether it was Elden Ring, whether it was Dark Souls, Sekiro, Baldur's Gate, Halls of Torment, plenty of based indie developers, by the way. If you're looking for integrity, ingenuity, creativity, there has never been a better time for indie gaming than right now. But we're talking about Larian, obviously, which is not a AAA studio. It is, however, a AA studio. And what I mean by the free market is that we can choose, as gamers, to support games that adhere to policies and practices that we find to be fulfilling and things that we truly enjoy. The biggest problem that gaming has is that people love to complain about games, but they also love to play them. And I understand that I think we all do this sometimes, right? Oh, you play a game that you hate? Yeah, who doesn't? But I think it gets a little bit too serious. Sometimes it happens too often. And I think in some cases, it's okay to play a game that you love as well. And especially if you want to give a vote of confidence to people who are actually trying to improve the genre, improve the industry, and improve the space. And that's one of the biggest and most important things I've found just in general with gaming, because as soon as one person or one group sees success with something, other groups will try to emulate and do the exact same thing, because they also want to make money and they want to capitalize on that group. And my goal is to make sure that people realize that that group exists. I dream of a day that you can just buy a video game and that's all you have to do. I've played many pay-to-win games, and I don't really... It's not the end of the world to me, and, you know, as a streamer, I kind of do things for content, etc., but it's not really something I'm going to invest my time into on a personal level. I'm not going to, you know, go and play something like this off stream all the time unless I like really like it, or, you know, there's some other reason. In general, I don't really, you know, really like a lot of this stuff because there's no sense of satisfaction. There's no sense of accomplishment. There's no sense of meaning whenever somebody else can leapfrog you just by spending more money. There's no sense of completeness whenever you look around the city and everybody else surrounded. Like, I understand cosmetics, it is what it is, right? It's a free-to-play game. That's the industry nowadays. I understand, but I also understand that I remember a day that you used to go into Stormwind, see somebody with Thunder Fury, and you used to be impressed by that. Now, I understand that obviously Classic WoW kind of shed a little bit of light on what an accomplishment that really is. However, I think that the illusion still could have existed back then, whereas now, nobody's even fooled. So, it's disappointing to see, and that's why whenever we see a game like Baldur's Gate 3 come out, I would urge people who are interested in games like this to check it out. I'm not saying buy it, I'm saying check it out. You know, what you do with your money is your own fucking decision. But the truth is that that's what I'm going to do. And whenever I see games that are like this, I try to do my best to take that out to you guys and share these ideas and these games with you, because I feel like they are a positive force for the industry. They're a positive force for gaming as a whole. And they're also a positive force for us players, because these are games that, again, not only respect our time, but also respect our wallets. Guys, shit is getting expensive. Things are getting crazy expensive. And if people want to ask us $70 for a fucking game, they better not try to tack $20 on for it for another fucking outfit. It's crazy. And it's like, I get that sometimes, you know, things are complicated, things are hard. Yeah, I get that. I understand, and everything is a value proposition, and everybody's computation with that, everybody's formula is a little bit different. But whenever we see somebody that doesn't do that, I think they deserve the respect of the community, and I think they deserve that acknowledgement, if nothing else. And so that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to share that, and I wanted to talk about something positive in gaming nowadays. And I'm probably going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here, so I apologize in advance. But I really think that in the last 5 years or so, indie games have shown just such tremendous promise and such tremendous enjoyment that I might have actually enjoyed more indie games in the last 3 to 5 years than I have AAA games, honestly. Between something like Hades, Vampire Survivors, Halls of Torment, something like Hollow Knight, I'm sure I can think of a dozen other ones if I just sit there and, you know, like go over it. But those are the ones that come to mind. These are the games that I really enjoy playing, and they're games that don't try to have a 200-hour goal. They're not trying to have, you know, 1,000 collectible MacGuffins. We don't need that. People just need a comprehensive, you know, complete game that respects the player's time. And whenever I see that, I think it's amazing. And whenever I see it here, it's great, and I think that we're seeing it even more with a lot of these indie games. I understand that indie games are a bit of a mixed bag, and that's why, of course, you have reviews, you have people on YouTube, and you have Twitch, you just watch what's going on. But nowadays, there are so many more tools, the distribution is so much more opened up, it's so much more of a free market, and I think it's been such a great time for gamers to be able to, you know, step back from these AAA studios that seem to be, instead of too big to fail, they're too big to succeed. You have to develop a game 7 years in advance. Bro, 7 fucking years ago, I don't even think Fortnite was popular. Like, I'd have to do the math on that, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So it's like, how can you develop a game that far into the future unless you have like either a core vision or something that is equivalent to that? But a lot of times these games are just trying to do the exact same thing that movies are. Oh great, now we have a new Spider-Man. Oh great, now we have a new Transformers. So great, that'll sell more toys for the new generation of kids, which I'm sure it's nice for them. But to be honest, I'd like to see some new content. And I feel the same way about games. Things are just continuously being remade, ideas are being rehashed, risks are being taken less, and I think that we have to look towards indie games to taking those risks and being that litmus test for these big companies to try to actually develop games that are innovative in a degree that, you know, a lot of people haven't seen. And the truth is that I think indie games are doing that incredibly well. I think that they will continue to do that, and as technology evolves and people's ability to develop products evolves and games more quickly and with less resources and less teamwork and effort, it's going to be even more of a buyer's market. We are the buyers, and we are so lucky to be in this place. So again, obviously indie games are doing great, but every once in a while we have a really big game like we had last year with Elden Ring, and we're getting this year with Baldur's Gate. And I want to make a video and really kind of give them a shout out for what they're doing, and I really appreciate it. And you know what? Maybe I might even play the game. So anyway, guys, that's about all I've got. I'd be curious if you have any games like that in your recommendations down in the comments. Maybe I might play some of them myself. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But, you know, I might think about playing some of them myself, and maybe some other people would as well. So, like, if you feel like there's a game that deserves this credit, a game that deserves this acknowledgement, I'd be really curious to hear it. But, yeah, anyway, guys, you know, W. Delarian Studios. And Baldur's Gate 3 apparently comes out today or tomorrow, whenever. And no in-game purchases, no bullshit, no pay to win. It's just a fucking video game. And imagine that in the year 2023. That's about all I've got. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
broke out for like 15 seconds. Can you hear me?
So if you want to pick up our narrative.
Oh, that's what's happening? Yeah, I remember that whole problem. Yeah, that's the problem with Bluetooth. We can't get around. That sucks. Okay, well, so that's why. So I didn't know. I thought it was because of the reception. The reception's so bad out here. I wonder sometimes if it's the phone or the Bluetooth. Okay, so I've got 3 things for you. All of them are sort of important. And I already forgot what they are because of the Bluetooth thing. Let me think about it. Oh, I'm calling because you worried me when you called me last night at midnight, and I'm just checking in to see if you're okay, because we haven't had anything like that. Like, was somebody on the land last night? I'm just sort of checking in. Oh! Oh, yeah. I hear that all the time around here. Okay. Okay. The second thing was, that's good. I'm glad you guys are okay. I just, like, I care about you, and I'm checking in and making sure that it wasn't some bad situation or something, because I'll come help you if there's ever a problem. No problem. Yeah, security is on my mind because I'm a streamer, and we've got some bad things in the community right now. Streamers sometimes get people showing up at their houses. No, I would always call you. I'm never going to show up at the door unless I'm dying and the phone's dead or something, Okay, well, so... Okay, well, so let's get off it then. That's okay. So, the second thing is I would like you to schedule a doctor's appointment for me. Sorry, I'm gonna mute. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to order a new pair of headphones because these piece of shit razors, they like crackle all the time. They crackle like nasty fucking distortion in my fucking ears all the time. And I'm an extremely sound sensitive Asperger's autistic person. And the fucking scratching in my fucking head all the time is one of the reasons I scream all the time. I know I do. I scream all the time because Razer fucked me on a $200 pair of fucking headphones. And on top of it, I advised Zelly buy the same pair, which is so stupid. I wish I hadn't done that. Or maybe she bought the Logitechs, thank God. Or no, she bought the Razer. The Razer is a piece of shit. The volume knob, it's right here. You can fucking see it. The volume knob is goddamn mentally retarded. Whoever designed this is fucking stupid, because if you turn your head left or right or anything like that, you're getting this horrible scratchy. It's doing it right now. It drives me crazy. It's like scratch, and it's and one of the reasons I'm so angry is because Razer fucked me. I'm never gonna buy Razer. I'm so angry all the time, and I know why. It's the fucking scratching in my head all the time because of the fucking bullshit rip-off job that these headphones were. And on top of it, I have a debacle story about this too. The first pair we returned, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here's all your money." It turns out that nobody likes this pair of headphones. They all say they do, but when you read, they all say that it's like they all say that these wireless Razers are the best fucking headphones on the market, but when you actually go read the reviews, they all say no, it gets terribly scratchy and terrible. It's just terrible. It's a worthless like $200 loss of money, because eventually you can't use them anymore. The knob on the left gets so scratchy and terrible. Ugh. And I mean, they're good headphones because they get really loud and they get good bass. They really do. But like, you know, they're not well designed. Not really. They're perfectly designed except for the one thing they should have got right, which is the volume knob not being able to be bumped all the time. If you turn your head left, if I hear like something happen over there, you know, on the left side of my house or something, I turn and look. Or if I turn and look and see what, like, you know, if the sun's out or something like that, or what the sky looks like, or what the weather is and shit, I hear terrible scratchy, you know. And it's like some kind of crazy person in the background dragging their nails on the fucking chalkboard. I had no idea how badly it was affecting me until just like right now I realized that one of the reasons I'm such an asshole is constantly, all the time. I wish my life wasn't like this, but it often is. I almost always have causality for being an asshole. Almost always. It's very rare for me to be a screaming asshole unless I have a real verifiable fucking reason why I'm acting that way. I'm not an impulsive crazy person who screams all the time. I almost always have some fucking reason, and the current reason that I get so angry all the fucking time is the fucking headphones are scratching at me all the time. This is the worst pair of headphones I have ever bought, and on top of it, we returned the first pair, and instead of like, you know, and they gave us our money back. On top of it, they gave us our money back on that one. It was $190, and they were like, yeah, if there was ever a reason to give you your money back, this is probably a good one. They're like, Amazon thought so, everybody thought so, Razer thought so. They were like, oh, you're having problems with the volume knob? And Razer themselves may not have ever actually, like, you know, ever thought about this, but most gamers only game for like, you know, 8-10 hours a day. Some of us go like 36, 48 every once in a while on a expansion release or something like that, but most people don't sit there for 15 fucking hours like some kind of air traffic controller, like it's their job, with a set of headphones on their head like I do. Most people don't sit there with 15 hours a day headphones on. I mean, they do. I mean, gamers do, but almost nobody else does. Like maybe air traffic controllers, and even those guys only do it for like 8 hours. They don't have headphones on their heads for 15 hours a fucking day, every single day of their lives. They absolutely don't have that. And so it has destroyed my hearing. It has destroyed, which is my most valuable asset. My most valuable asset are my hands, but then there's my voice, and then right underneath that is my hearing. I have particularly good voice, I have particularly good hearing, and I'm not good hearing, but like, you know, I'm particularly auditory person. I've like a geniuses, not geniuses, it's not genius, it would be like a autistic person's sensibility for sound and pitch and stuff like that. I'm good at sound. I can hear sonic stuff fairly well. Sound is something I definitely have a buff in my abilities, right? Asperger's is all about super buffing. It's not like I want it to be this way. It just is. You super buff some things and you're extremely good at certain things like video games or drones or music or like the guitar or something like that, right? But then there's the downside of it, because you're so good at those things. God or genetics or nature or whatever it is that you believe in balanced you in a way, just like video games, where certain other things that you do you're incredibly bad at, like sociality or some forms of math, certain things about memory, certain things about social situations, certain things about laughter and things like that. You get eye contact and certain things like that, right? That other humans consider to be normal are a challenge for you when you're Asperger's. Like another reason that I don't date a lot is most women actually, I mean, it's a sick, sad fucking state of affairs, but it's the actual reality and truth. I'll tell you right now. One of the reasons I don't date a lot is I don't look people in the eyes. Ever. When I'm sitting in the room with you, I don't look you in the eyes. I don't care if I'm fucking you. I don't care who you are. I don't look you in the eyes unless I need to, or they want me to, or I'm trying to get a point across, right? Otherwise, my eyes are definitely not looking you in the eyes. I'll tell you that. I don't look people in the eyes. So one of the interesting things about the stream is a lot of people probably assume I'm fairly normal, but if they were ever around me in the physical world, they would immediately know. They, like, for instance, I don't really think the stream sniper really understands that he's cyberbullying a handicapped person who's on support from the government for being handicapped mentally. And when I put him in jail, that's another way I'm going to put him in jail. The jury isn't going to be nice to him. He fucking cyberbullied a goddamn mentally disabled person. And he's going to face the bad charge. You know, he's going to face 20 years. He cyberbullied me like hundreds of times. And I'm going to get a charge for every single time he did. And when I go to the jury, I'm going to tell them he likes to, his particular sickness, I know why he does what he does, is he wants to fucking cyberbully a mentally disabled person. That's his MO. That's his sickness. That's what makes him the worst asshole on the planet and all this other shit. Not the worst asshole on the planet, just potentially the worst asshole on the planet, you know? He's never killed anybody, but honestly, his morals are up there with, like, you know, fucking Pol Pot or something like that. His morals are up there with child rapists and murderers and shit like that. He's a criminal, you know? So one of the things I'm going to say in court is yeah, I really can't handle being fucking cyberbullied like everybody else. I am not full-blown mentally capable of it. I don't have the mental capacity. The government said that, not me. The government told me I don't have the mental capacity to be bullied or cyberbullied or anything like that. They literally told me, the government doctors told me I must be very careful about the current job that I'm choosing to do, because and also my own doctors warn me about it. They're like, you have PTSD from a physical attack in your real life, and you probably shouldn't be a streamer because they're just going to attack you all the time and you can't handle it. They warn me about this. They're like, you can't handle it. You're you know, it's not that you're bad or wrong or something, or there's some personality weakness of yours. Nobody can handle it, really. It's just that, you know, you have a particular weakness for this. You are very vulnerable to cyberbully attack, and that's why he does it. He's a piece of shit, and that's how I'm going to put him in jail for his entire life. I'm going to hit him for 200 charges of every single time he ever attacked me, and I'm going to get 1 to 8 years for every charge. I'm dead serious. And I'm going to manipulate the jury when I tell them that I'm on government dole for mental disability. You know what I'm saying? And he attacked a mentally disabled person. He's a fucking asshole. He just did it like 20 minutes ago. He just killed me with a Tommy to make me feel bad because he likes bullying mentally disabled people. And I'm going to fucking get him. I'm going to get his ass. I'm going to put him in jail. He thinks it's a joke. It's not. I'm going to fucking put him in jail for a long time. And what he's doing is actual real crime, like robbing banks or something. He thinks it's like jaywalking. I guarantee it. No. You're going to go to fucking federal pound you in the ass prison is what's actually going to happen to you. I'm dead serious. I promise you, if I ever lied to you, you're gonna go to federal pound you in the ass prison. That's what's gonna happen to your ass. You're a federal criminal and you're gonna go to federal jail. I'm dead serious. Like, trust me, they don't do anything because I don't have any money. The minute I do, they're gonna come after you and put you in federal pound me in the ass prison. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going, motherfucker. That's where you're headed. Just don't get it twisted. what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen to you. Have I ever lied to you or anything? I warn you all the time. But if you don't back off, motherfucker, if you don't stop doing this shit, I'm gonna fucking send you to jail. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, when I'm in the courtroom with you and I'm pointing at you, I'm gonna tell the jury what you did, and I'm gonna say I'm mentally disabled. I'm on the government dole for mental disability. You're cyberbullying a fucking mentally disabled person, and they're gonna be like, "Oh man, we want to give him 5 to 6 years for every charge." That's what happens in criminality. That's what's going to happen to you. And they're going to be like, how many charges? Oh, 190. And you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life like fucking Trump. That's what's going to happen to you. I'm not saying it because I think it's funny or I'm trying to scare you or troll you or whatever. I'm stating the truth. You think I'm fucking around? You're going to jail for a long time. It'll happen. It's not some fucking threat. It's the reality. I can't even stop them. And on top of it, I can't even stop them from doing it. They'll put you in jail. I can't even stop them. You're a criminal. You fucking violated the law a bunch of times. They're going to fucking prosecute you because they want your money. And I could tell them, oh, I'm going to drop the charges or whatever. And they'll be like, nah, we'll listen to a sentencing fucking advisement from you, but we're going to punish him for what he did. That's what they're going to do to you. You're going to beg me. You're going to beg me to stop it. And I'm going to be like, nah, motherfucker, like I told you on streams many fucking times. If you don't stop, I know you're sick and you can't stop and you're obsessed and stupid and worst piece of shit I've ever come across, which is saying a lot. I know those are all the fucking case. I know why you do this shit. You're just sick and fucking stupid, right? So like, yeah, when I put you in jail, it's gonna be for a long time. So back off, motherfucker. Back off now. Told you yesterday. I really don't like how in Rust, it jerks your cursor around all the time. Like when you're aiming, it jerks it around. It's like, eh, like all wavy hands and shit. I don't like that. Am I gonna die? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. No, I can't die of cold. I can swim in the cold water, no problem. I'm a shark now, basically. I love this server. I'm a shark now. Okay, let's play some Rust. Yeah. Turns out he didn't even steal my base. I just forgot when I was drunk, and I changed my bag, and I admit that. I accused him of something that he didn't do. I admit it. But he still showed up and fucking took my 1x1 on a stream snipe. He's still a fucking asshole. And he's still going to jail. No, he didn't raid me last night, but he's still going to fucking jail if he doesn't leave me alone. You think I'm saying jail because I want to scare you? I don't like jail. I'm not trying to scare you. I can't stop them from putting you in jail now. You're going to jail, motherfucker. I'm not saying that because I think it's funny or I get any pleasure from it. I don't want you in jail. I don't like jail. I don't like the system. You've heard me rail about the system for 15 fucking months. I don't want you in the system. That's where you're going. I can't stop them now. I can't stop them from prosecuting you. As the victim, I can't stop them from putting you in jail anymore. You know what I'm saying? You have taken my power away so much to the point where, like, literally, I don't have the power to stop them from prosecuting you. I don't know why. It's because you're goddamn dumb. That's why. You're fucking dumb. You don't know when to stop. You know? You have no off switch. You're just a press W piece of shit asshole like all the rest of them. All gas, no brakes, no fucking sense, no logic, no brain, no IQ. Room temperature Ronaldo, press W and keep attacking. Piece of shit, worthless human being. Like some kind of hand grenade that just never stops exploding. You're so stupid. damage everybody around you with your fucked up retard brain. You make me so sick. Better go attack somebody again. That's what your life is, because you're a piece of shit. Better go attack somebody again. Fucking piece of shit. Asshole. Oh man, that streamer's so evil. He's so bad. We better go stalk him for 15,000 hours because he likes to ride around in tugboats and avoid us. He's such an asshole. We better mentally torture him for a really long time because he likes to ride around in tugboats and ignore us, you know? Come on, man. You're so sick and stupid. Why does it always feel like it's night? Feels like it's night half the time. Should be 1/5 of the time. Why does it always feel like it's night? Goddamn 15 minutes have passed. Why is it still night? Come on, man. Fucking, I guess it's finally morning. pieces of shit in my life. I hate them. I want to see them in jail. Both of them. His friends thinks he's safe. I'm gonna get his friend for every year I get his other friend for, too. His friend thinks he's safe. I'm gonna get both of you guys for like 40 years. I'm coming for your friend, too. Your friend is like Darth Vader. I know he is. He won't throw Palpatine in the pit. And he thinks that what he's doing is like funny and stuff. But he doesn't like it. I've seen him. I've seen his responses. He doesn't like the abuse. I've watched him. He thinks it's sickening just like me. I know he does. I've seen it, right? And like... He thinks that I'm not going to put him in jail, but I'm going to come for your friend, too. Your friend has accessory to all that fucking federal charges. His friend's going to get accessory to all those federal charges, too. I know he rolls deep with his butt buddy all the time. His butt buddy thinks he's safe. I'm going to put his butt buddy in jail, too. They're both criminals. Hey, butt buddy. You can give me the identity of your friend and the email address and the address and all that and snitch on him, and I won't put you in jail. Otherwise, you're going to jail, like him, for a long time. It's not some threat. It's not some, oh, Skycatch is full of shit. No. You're unerringly going to go to jail. You have committed many, many felony crimes. And if you ever want out of that, hit me up with the information, and I'll let you walk if you never speak to me or show up in my life ever again. You can betray your friend, butt buddy. You can betray your friend. It's an option in this weird, shitty fucking reality that you built of idiocy and attack, right? Understand, you can get out of this situation still. Before I send you to jail, you can give me the identity of your fucking friend so I can put him in jail. Okay? Or I'm gonna bang both of you motherfuckers, and I promise you on my father's grave, I'm not kidding. I will put both of you guys in jail for 40 years. You have committed 200 felony charges, and you're guilty. You're commensurate. You're right next to him every single fucking time. You're just as bad as him. I'm gonna put you in jail for 40 fucking years. On my father's grave, on my mother, on everything. I'm putting you in jail for like 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You ever want out from under that? Out from under the fear? I know you keep thinking, how long is this weird sick obsession my butt buddy has is gonna last? I know you are. I know you think it's stupid. I've watched you watch him fall off the tower like a jackass for like a year. You know what I'm saying? I've watched you do it. I know you don't like this shit. I'm trying to appeal to the good human in you to betray your friend and give me his identity, or you're gonna get what he gets, which is 40 fucking years in jail. I'm dead serious. You think they don't fucking prosecute for felony cyber attacks? They fucking prosecute for felony cyber attacks. Go Google it, and you're gonna go to jail for a long fucking time. You can give me the identity of your fucking friend, or you're gonna go to jail with him. Both you guys can get butt pounded in fucking federal prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious about everything I'm saying here. You can give me your friend and get out of it. I know you're a piece of shit like him too, right? I know you like what he likes. I know you're a piece of shit, but I know deep down inside that little butt buddy fucking heart of yours is a real human being. I've heard you talk before. I know what your accent is. I know what you sound like. I know what you think. And trust me, I know you're in love with this guy. You want to suck his dick and be his husband and his boyfriend or whatever. Trust me, I know you like this guy, but he's going to go to jail, and so are you. Just like when I warned you were going to get raided, and then you did. Just like that. You think I'm full of shit, and I tell lies all the time. You think I'm such a liar, even though I pull the evidence. Every time you've ever questioned me about anything I've ever said, I pull the evidence, right? You think I'm such a liar, and I'm lying to you to try and scare you, that you're going to jail for a long time. Do you think it's some power play? I'm trying to scare you. I am, but it's true, though. You are going to go to jail for a long time. If you don't give me the identity of your fucking friend and get out in front of it, I'll put you in jail for the exact same amount of time I put him in jail. You need to get on top of your life and stop being a fucking pussy tool for a fucking cyber criminal and not go to jail like him for every charge he committed, because you're just as much a criminal as him. Maybe you like this shit, but I don't think so. I've heard your voice. You're not a nasty shithead rat bastard like him. You've never named yourself rat bastard like him. And you are gonna go to jail. You're going to jail. Right now, you're going to jail. You want to get out from under it? Fucking give me his identity right now. I'm talking fucking hit me up with a fucking, like, hit me up with a Twitch chat with his identity, his name, where he lives, and all that other shit, right? Not because I don't know this information, but because I'm going to use it in the court case against him and you, right? Not you, if you give me the information. I promise you on my heart and soul, I'll sign a contract with you. I will not put you in jail. I will give you fucking immunity to the 200 felony charges that you have committed, right? But in return, you must give him up. He's a cyber criminal. You don't think it might be funnier and cooler to give him up? It's actually funnier and cooler to be a good person and give him up. And so, yeah, I'm going to try actively work against him, and I'm going to try to turn you into I turn you guys into slaves all the time, right? So listen, slave, I order you to give me his identity, or you go to just as much jail as he gets. You can get out of this still. You're getting the same jail he gets. It's a duo of cyber criminals, and you're going to go to jail. And if you want to get out from it, I know what his identity is. I need you to tell me in a fucking document that I can supply to the police to get you out of jail, because I can't stop them from putting you in jail for the cyber crimes you've committed. I can't stop that. So if you, at this point, you can give your friend up and get out from under this, okay? And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I didn't mean to ignore you. Sorry, I was just delivering a soliloquy and stuff. Your butt buddy, I know he's like Darth Vader, but here, Darth Vader butt buddy, right? I know there's still some good in you. I know you don't like it when he cyberbullies everybody. I know I've heard it in your voice that you're a nice person and all that. So I'm gonna actively, socially fucking engineer you to do the right fucking thing and turn in your friend, or you're going to fucking butt pounding prison like him. You've been just as complicit. Give me him, or you go too. It's a simple thing. Criminals. When I come for him, I'm coming for you. You can get out from under that now. And trust me, it's funnier and cooler, and all your friends are going to tell you, wow, you did the right thing. You gave him up in the end. Yeah, and he's not going to care. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know where you live. He can't come at you. You know, he's not going to treat you like me. He's obsessed with me. You know what I'm saying? He'll never get obsessed with you. He won't ever let me go till I die or he dies. He'll never focus on you. So you can freely give him up. You know what I'm saying? You think he's going to reprisal you or show up at your house or something. No. The alien, the Men in Black alien in his head that I live in his head all the time, that weird, sick obsession is a weird, sick obsession. He can't take time to come after you. He'll have to come after me. He's got a sick obsession. So, you know, sell him out. My advice to you is sell him out or face the 40 fucking years in prison. 40 years, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you for 5 years every single time you guys ever showed up. That's how cybercrime works. Don't believe me? Go Google. I'm gonna hit you for every time you showed up. 5 years. You're gonna go to jail for life. I'm dead serious. You're going to jail for life as it stands right now. You think I say these things to scare you or terrorize you or I'm trolling you or I'm full of shit or something? I'm saying it because it scares me. It should scare you and it scares me. We're going to get in this mortal thing. You know what I'm saying? Fucking mortal thing. It should scare you what I'm talking about. 40 years. It scares me. He's going to make a mortal enemy out of you. When you get out of there, you're going to come and try and kill me. I know what you are. I know who you are. You're a piece of shit. You're a misguided criminal. I've been there. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm warning you, if you don't get out in front of it, if you don't get out in front of this and come tell me who he is, and I know who he is, right? I don't care about about his identity. I'm not trying to get information from you. Honestly, how about this, right? Instead of giving the information to me, you give the information to the police, and I won't fucking prosecute you, right? If you give the information, you don't have to give. You think I'm playing you to try to get information out of you so I can use you and him or whatever. No. If you give the information to the police, you can contact the FBI, and you can reference Skycat Live, and you're gonna get the fucking federal case. He thinks I'm lying about that, but I'm not. I filed fucking federal charges. Call the FBI and reference Skycat Live, and you're gonna get the case. Call the FBI and report him. He's a cyber criminal. If you don't, I'll put your ass in federal prison too. If you think I'm after his information, I'm not. I'm out of getting us all out of this terrible fucking stupid obsession situation that he's in. He's gonna fucking put you in jail for life. He's stupid. He's feckless. He's idiot. He's dumb. He's the dumbest piece of shit you've ever met, and you're in love with him. You're fucking stupid. You should let him go. He's gonna put you in jail. I'm dead serious. If he doesn't put you in jail, I'll put you in jail if you don't get out ahead of this right now. If you think I'm after his information so I can go to his house to kill him, I'm not. You can give that information to the fucking cops. Give it to the cops, you know? Call the feds and ask about Skycat Live. You think I'm full of shit? I'm not. I opened a federal case against him. They're going to be like, oh, let me check the reference list. And they're going to be like, yeah, we got a Skycat Live. We got a federal case against a cyberbully stalker because he called the 911 phone operator and shit, and we had to open a federal case against him because he was cyberbullying Skycat Live on stream while he was on the phone with the 911 operator. You're a criminal like him. You're going to go to jail for a long fucking time. You can get out ahead of it. You can have your redemption arc story where you don't suck dick and get butt pounded in prison for the rest of your life like him. Or you can go to butt pound prison. Maybe you like that sort of shit. Maybe you like losing your fucking freedom. Or you can go to jail like him. You're both cyber fucking criminals. I have 2 different fucking charges out against you. 1 federal, 1 state. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to yourself if you think I'm lying. I'm not lying. Call them and ask. You think I'm full of shit? I'm not full of shit. Call them and ask about Skycat Live. Call the federal fucking, Internet Crime Division and have them pull a case. I pulled the case on him. I filed a federal charge on him, and I'm going to put him in federal fucking prison, and I'm going to put you in federal prison too. It's not some lie. You think I would say this 50 billion times if it wasn't true? I fucking opened federal and state charges against you fucking assholes, and if you don't want to go to prison for the rest of your life like your fucking butt buddy rat bastard, you get out ahead of it, and you give their information to the pigs. Give the information to the pigs. Don't give it to me. Give it to the fucking pigs, because as it is right now, you're going to jail for a long time if you don't get out ahead of it. You think I'm full of shit? Have I ever lied to you? No. Every time you call me a liar on stream or whatever, I just pull the evidence. I'm not lying to you, motherfucker. I promise you. You have a state and a federal charge right now, butt buddy. You're right there complicit with him. You weren't there that time on the 911 call, thank God. But you are there on camera and video and paper trails and follows and all this other shit on camera. I got you on camera a bunch of fucking times. You're a cyberbully federal criminal and you're going to jail for a long time unless you fucking give him up to the fucking system. If you can do it to me, or you can do it to the fucking pigs. I don't care who you give the information to, but you gotta do it, or I'm gonna put you in jail. I don't care who you give. You think I'm after him to go kill him or something? No. I don't ever want to see him or think about him ever again. I want him to go to jail, and I'm gonna put you and him in jail. You know what I'm saying? I have state and federal charges out against him, and I'm gonna call tomorrow, and I'm gonna modify and say, hey, there's a second one. I'm dead serious. I'm going to call Agent Smith. I call him Agent Smith because he sounds like Agent Smith. It's crazy. I'm going to call Agent Smith. He had a name like that too. I'm going to call Agent Smith and I'm going to fucking tell him about you tomorrow. I'm not going to do it because I'm on stream. But before I get on stream tomorrow, I am going to call the FBI, butt buddy, and I'm going to inform them and the state police that you exist. And I'm going to open charges against you too. Or you can get ahead of it and you can sell them out or you can go away. Go away is the best option. You don't have to sell him out. Don't get in a weird bullshit retard vendetta with him like he has with me, right? You don't have to sell him out, okay? But definitely get away from him and get away from me, or I will prosecute you. You're right and complicit in a bunch of federal and state charges. You're complicit. You are an accessory. You think I'm fucking with you when I say this? You are an accessory. That was the language they use. He's got an accessory, and I was like, yeah, he's got an extra guy who's always with him all the fucking time. I call him the butt buddy. I told Agent Smith, your name is butt buddy. I literally did. I call him the butt buddy because I don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was like, yeah, I understand. So we'll get him too. I was like, yeah, man. And he was like, let me tell you, we really wouldn't care about this, but he left his voice print on a 911 call, or we wouldn't care about this. They were very, very, very specific about why they were even willing to help me. His voice print is on a 911 call. He's going to federal prison, and so are you if you protect him or roll with him ever again. You think I'm fucking around with you about this? I'm not. You're going to prison as it is right now, you little butt buddy accessory. You know what I'm saying? So give him up or get away. The least that you should, the very least that you should do right now, this minute, is get away from him. That is the very least that you can do. And get away from me. Get away from him and get away from me. And I won't put you in jail. I'll say butt buddy finally left, so I didn't want to prosecute him. You know, but you're complicit too, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you too. You show up on my 1x1 by a lighthouse and shit, shoot me in the face as I opened the first door I placed down and shit, because you're a fucking cyberbully asshole, you know what I'm saying? And it's not funny, it's funny to you, but I'm gonna put you in jail over it. should get married. You spend 24 hours with each other. You probably pound each other in the ass and shit. Get married. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, like, you're so in love with him and he's used you to commit cyber crimes and shit. And you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail over it. I'm gonna sue your family, too. I'm gonna sue your fucking family, too, and take all your money. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford a lawyer, unlike you. I can afford a lawyer, and I will use one. My lawyer's name, and I've told him, too, my lawyer's name, when he comes to put you in prison, his name is Leonard Barrionato. He's my fucking lawyer. Call him and ask him if you think I'm lying. He won't give you my name and shit. He's not stupid, but he will definitely talk to you about me. You know what I'm saying? He will definitely talk to you and warn you that you are facing federal charges for cyberbullying and attack. You know what I'm saying? You are facing fucking federal charges. My lawyer will tell you. My lawyer's name is Leonard Barrionato. Call his ass. He's in Denver. Call him and ask him if I'm lying. I've got a lawyer on my case against you. I'm going to put you in jail. Get away from him, get away from me, or give him to me, or my lawyer will see that you not only go to jail and get butt pounded in prison, but I'm going to take all you and your family's money too. I'm going to come after your money, too. Get away from him. Get away from me. At the very least, if you really want to get out from under it, I'm going to fucking take you when I take him. Right now, I'm coming after you, too. When I come for him, I'm going to come for you. And this is the lawyer that you're going to fucking see in the fucking court case. You think I'm lying? Call his ass. I'm not fucking lying. Call his ass. I got a fucking lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Call his fucking ass and ask about it, you know? Like, fucking, I've got a fucking lawyer on your case. I have a lawyer on your fucking case. I opened a case against you. I'm gonna sue you. You're going to jail, motherfucker. Or you can give me the fucking identity and you can step. This is how criminality works. This is what the judge is gonna tell you. That's what everybody's gonna tell you. You give me his identity, he's a criminal, or I'll put you in fucking jail. That's my lawyer. I'm gonna sue you for $10 million. Don't believe me? Call the lawyer and ask. Call the lawyer and ask. You think I'm full of shit all the time? I've never lied to you. Call the lawyer. I've opened a fucking charge against you. I've talked to him. We're gonna sue your fucking ass. You think I'm fucking around? No. Call my lawyer. I'm not fucking around. You're going to jail for a long fucking time. Unless you get out from under it right now. Asshole. You and your butt buddy, Darth Vader asshole. Shitbirds. Fucking shitheads. I'm putting you in jail. It sounds crazy because it is, but I mean, it's actually reality. It's the reality. I've consulted my lawyer on your federal fucking charges. It's not some fucking lie. Call him and ask. It's not some fucking lie. I'm gonna put you in jail for a long fucking time. You're outed. You're a criminal. You're going to jail for a long time. You better not ever have a job or anything like that, or I'll show up at your work, I'll put the bracelets on you, and I'll fuck you over. I'll put you in jail for a really long time. I'm talking about you better go to ground now or give me his identity and shit. I have a lawyer on the state and federal charges against your fucking cyber criminal asses. I'm not fucking around with you. You've been trying to destroy my career and shit. I have a lawyer on the case against you. Call his ass if you don't believe me. I do. I got a lawyer on your case. I'm not fucking around with you. I built cases against you with the feds and the police. You're going to jail. You went out from under it. Give me his identity and I'll let you step. I know your fucking butt buddy Darth Vader go along with Emperor Palpatine, fucking weak, shitty person, and you just let people pound you in the ass all day in prison every day, and that's your idea of heaven. I know it is, right? But it's still gonna happen. You might think it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen, motherfucker. It's gonna happen. As I live and breathe, I'm threatening you with something that I absolutely have done. I have consulted the lawyers. I have talked to the cops. I have built cases against you. You're going to jail if you don't ever leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's all you have to do. Leave me alone or show up again. By the way, I took the screenshot today. Thanks for the newest evidence in my federal case against you. And I wish I was lying. Every day for 15 months, motherfucker. You guys are going to jail and I'm gonna fucking rob your families. I'm talking about I'm gonna sue them for every cent they have. Your dad's gonna beat your fucking ass to death. I'm serious. He's gonna be like, this guy's suing us for $10 million. You did what for how long? And he's gonna beat your fucking ass into the ground when he understands that I'm dead serious. I'm gonna sue him for $10 million for letting him for letting you do this. Your parents are complicit for this too. I'm gonna sue your fucking parents too. Get off me. Get off me now. I'm gonna sue your fucking parents too. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna sue your family for letting you do that to me. Where are the parents? Where are the fucking parents? I've heard your bullshit fucking voices. You're like 15. You know what I'm saying? Where are the fucking parents? I'm gonna get your parents too. I'm gonna sue them for letting you stand around and cyberbully me for 15 fucking months. I'm gonna sue them for neglect and fucking criminal mischief and all types of crazy shit. Like why did they let you do this? Why are they letting you do this? Why? I'm gonna get them too. I'm gonna get your fucking family and shit. You're fucking criminals. I'm gonna get you. When I was a criminal, they came for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, they came for me. I didn't get away, and you aren't either. You're gonna go to fucking jail. I paid my fucking... I'm a criminal too, like you, trust me. The difference is I never harmed anybody like you. I've never harmed a living thing. You cyberbully attack people all the time because you have some sick obsession. I never have, and I never will back down from any motherfucker like you, and I have and will prosecute you. I have and will. Anybody in my life will tell you. I have and will prosecute you for what you're doing. I will prosecute you. I did put a guy in jail for 2 years for this one time. And I'm going to get you too. I don't know why you guys got to fucking fixate so much, but I don't have to take it. It's my freedom, my job, and my life. I will show up at your door with lawyers and cops and the media and my cell phone, and I'll put you on fucking YouTube and I'll put you in jail. I'm dead serious. Or you can leave me alone or give me his identity. That's your two choices. You can leave me alone if you really want to take it to the sick place and get away with this crime. I can accept that that's maybe what you want. So if you want, you can just leave me alone forever. Leave me alone. Don't be door camping me or showing up or any of that stupid ass shit on Rust or the hardcore server or yelling at me on a 911 call or any of the stupid ass shit that you did. Just don't ever show up again and I won't put you in prison. Don't talk to me. Don't come on my server. Don't fucking attack my friends for their fucking orientation and shit like that. Don't be fucking yelling at my friends and shit. I'm gonna get you for that too. When you attacked Zelly, you opened up another 20 or 30 charges. When you attacked Zelly, you opened up and now you got another person. I'm gonna have my lawyer handle your case for free. You know what I'm saying? And she'll come after your fucking ass. You've been cyberbullying her now too. I'm gonna fucking get your asses in jail. I'm dead serious. Before I'm dead, you're seeing jail, motherfucker. You're seeing jail come hell or high water. I'm putting your criminal ass in fucking prison. That's what they did to me, and that's what I'm gonna do to you. Piece of shit. Talk to the lawyer if you think I'm full of shit. I'm not full of shit. I got cases against you, all that. I got cases in the prisons and stuff. You're gonna see prison time, you fucking little shitheads. I'm gonna wait too. I'm gonna wait until you're an adult. You're gonna see real time, 20, 30, 40 years when you're an adult. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lucky if I got you right now because it would only be juvie. You'd be lucky, right? Wait until you're an adult and I'm gonna put you away for a long time. Just wait. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm dead serious. I'm gonna call my lawyer's office right now on fucking stream and talk to the lawyer and inform him that there's another fucking offender on the case. I'm gonna do that right on stream. You think I'm lying? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna call my fucking lawyer on fucking stream and I'm gonna fucking inform them that there's a second criminal on my case. Right now in front of you. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to alt tab and stuff to talk to the paralegal and all this about some evidence on the case and stuff. And so I've got to black the screen. I'm terribly sorry. It's you know. Okay, are you still with me? You still with me? Okay. Great lady. Great lady. I love calling my lawyer on stream to add evidence and stuff that's happening in the case on stream. And he thinks I'm joking, but I'm not. I built a case and I'm gonna put him away. I'm gonna fucking put him away. I mean, every time I make some movement on it, I feel a lot better, you know. So I called my lawyer. I've got to submit more evidence on the cell phone and shit here at the end of the day when I get off the stream. And I've got to go contact Agent Smith probably tomorrow and add in that I kind of neglected that he's got a butt buddy cyber criminal accessory now, and they're both gonna go to prison. They're both gonna go to prison. I'm gonna get both of them. I'm gonna sue their families and stuff. Yeah, Leonard's actually very excited. He's like, I think we actually might have a really good case on this one. He was like, very seldom do I have evidence like a guy screaming at you on a 911 call. And I was like, I know. I don't make this kind of stupid. I didn't make them this stupid. They're just that stupid. I don't know why. They just are. They're stupid. They yelled at me. He yelled at me on a 911 call, and it makes it a lot easier for the lawyer to want to help me and take the case if they've got deadlocked evidence to put somebody away for a while. They really like that. The lawyer didn't want to hear from me. He's very busy. He's old, and he's very busy, and he doesn't want to hear from me. But, I mean, when he did hear from me, he was like, I think we have a good case. So I'll go see him eventually. Oh, what is that? I'll go across town and see him probably in a couple of weeks, you know. Oh, oops. I really need like a combat dagger, and I didn't get one. It sucks. Maybe the sword will work. Let's see if the sword works. I don't think it will, though. Oh, maybe like yeah, the machete didn't work. I don't think it's anything but the combat dagger. It's kind of annoying. So the question is, do I have bone? Bone would be good, but I don't think I do. I don't have bone. That's alright. I do wish to make a... I can't believe... That paralegal is really nice. She was like, I can't believe what this guy did. And I was like, I know, none of us can. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, this one was kind of funny for them. They usually deal with DUIs and shit. And they were like, we wouldn't normally do this sort of civil prosecution, but you were a very good client last time, and we got it. And we won the last case that we got for you. And we trust you as a client, and we think that maybe you should be protected, and we're going to help you. And I was like, good, because they're like, we don't normally do shit like this. And I was like, I understand. She was like, I don't handle, you know, like, not she, well, this was a while ago. This was like back in November or something when I first talked to her about this. And she was like, you are lucky in this case a lot of different ways. You're lucky that Leonard will help you. You're lucky that he left evidence on the 911 call. You're lucky that he keeps coming back because you're going to get a prosecution if he keeps coming back. And you're going to get a lot of prosecutions too because he's dead to rights. Every time he shows, it's another IP trace and another crime. It's crazy. Cybercrime is crazy. And she was like, we don't do cybercrime. She told me straight up. She was like, we don't do cybercrime. We don't know shit about fucking computers. We handle DUIs and criminals and stuff in criminal cases. But she was like, Leonard wants to help you with this one. Trust me. And I was like, okay. And Leonard got me out of a bad charge one time, bad assault charge that was fraudulent. He got me out of it. It cost me $13,000. But I got out of that charge. And I'll pay him again to get me out of this. I'd rather see this kid in jail than deal with him for the rest of my fucking life. I'll pay the 15 grand again to get this kid away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll make his family pay for it. I mean, I'll sue his family for the money that it cost me to sue him, you know? And I'll make his parents pay for the lawyer that's working against him on his case. I'll make his parents pay for it. That was something she told me about. She was like, you're going to have to pay us up front if Leonard actually ever does touch brick. She was like, she was like, right now you're on retainer, right? You're on retainer with us. It's like, we charge you a small amount of money every once in a while, and we show up in your lives when there's a problem, and we have a good situation. So right now you're on retainer. We cannot take your case until you actually, like, can say that the guy is in a courtroom. But when he is in a courtroom, we'll take your case, I promise. And it's going to cost you, like, you know, $3,000 an hour, and it'll probably be like 8 or 10 hours. You know, she warned me about it. She was like, it's probably going to be 8 or 10 hours. It's probably going to be at least one, if not two court cases. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1 or 2 court cases, 1 or 2 visits. She was like, this is going to cost you. Are you sure that you want to pay like $20,000 to get this criminal? And I was like, yeah, I'm fairly sure. He threatened my family. I'll pay the money, and I'll sue his family because he's a minor for letting him do this, and then I'll use that money to pay for you. And she was like, that was the correct answer, and that was the advice I was going to give you. You got to it faster than I did. I love her. Her name is Janice. Fucking Janice. I love Janice. Fucking Janice, dude. Yeah, so yeah, and I love those people. They get me out of bad problems and stuff. Whenever it's actually like I didn't do anything, I call my lawyer, right? I didn't do anything this time. This guy attacked me. Whenever I do something that I'm not guilty of, I call my lawyer. If I'm guilty, I just confess, right? It's simple for me. When I go to court and I'm guilty of something, I confess, and they like me, and they don't give me any bullshit. They don't give me bad charges or long time or anything like that. When I'm honest and I confess, they don't tend to throw the fucking book at me and stuff, right? So, you know, but when I'm not guilty and I'm not the criminal and I'm not the aggressor and I'm not the problem, I call my lawyer. And he says, well, that'll be $20,000. You got it? And I'm like, yeah, for this I do have $20,000. I just don't have it like to spend. I have like, I don't know, I think it's like 30 grand in savings or something, right? But we don't touch it because if my parents die, I'll have to pay for the funeral and the coffins. We don't touch that money. It's like like today I bought a $40 pair of headphones as opposed to a $200 pair of headphones because we might have problems soon. Like if my plumbing were to ever break down in this place, I would have to pay $5,000 or $10,000 probably for a plumber to come fix this whole mess. Or if the power got bad, if I wasn't able to do my stream, I would have to pay for an electrician. That's $3 to $5 to 10 grand. Those are the things I'm fucking really scared of, or maybe like a medical bill or something like that. A lot of it's for my hash habit. You know, I spend about what is it? It's like $1,200 a year on hashish, right? And roughly, probably like I'd say $300 a year on alcohol. So like I spend about $1,500 a year on substances and stuff. So this money, it's not like funny money that I can just go blow on a lawyer. It's just sitting there in savings. I don't even have access to it, believe it or not, because I am a ward of the state. I'm literally a ward of the fucking state, sort of. I mean, I'm not a ward of the state, but I'm actually genuinely being taken care of by the government for a mental disability. And this means that, like, you know, my payee, which is my mother, because I am on disability and I have Asperger's, I am not able to deal with the doctors or the lawyers or the government doctors or any of that other stuff. I literally have a legally appointed counsel who is a qualified person, my mother, who is my health admin, because I can't handle the real world. I'll be the first one to say it. I can't handle the real world. I've been protected my entire life as an Asperger's individual or a special needs kid and learning disabilities and all this other stuff. I've been protected my entire life. He wants to attack me because I'm disabled. He's the worst type of cyberbully there is. So, like, you know, so they want to help me. The lawyer wants to help me. They know I have Asperger's. They know I'm disabled. They know I'm on the government dole. They know I'm being attacked by a fucking asshole who went on record on a 911 call doing it so we can get a dead prosecution with his, like, my lawyer Leonard could get a dead prosecution with his eyes closed. He doesn't even have to show. Janice is the one who's going to show. You're going to meet Janice, guys, when she comes to your court case. Janice is the one who's going to handle your case. And her name is Janice. I don't remember her last name, but her name is Janice. You're gonna meet her when she handles your court case and stuff. I'm dead serious. You think I'm lying all the time, but I keep showing you the evidence and I'm not lying. And because your whole life is a lie. You just project lies on everybody else. Your whole life is a fabrication of lies and deceit and bullying and stuff. So you accuse me of lying all the time as I show you the evidence of everything that I do. I have a court case against you in both federal and state entities. I have a lawyer on your fucking case. You think I'm lying about this? No, I'm looking forward to suing you for like $1 million to $10 million. I'm looking forward to it. You have been abusing me for 15 months. I'm not lying about this shit. I can't wait to see you behind bars. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, and Janice is gonna do it. Janice is gonna show up and she's gonna clock like 10 or 12 hours and she's gonna earn that paralegal money. She's gonna earn that paralegal money, you know what I'm saying? And she's gonna show up on your fucking court case and she's gonna charge me $3,000 even though she's not the lawyer. And she's gonna put you in jail for 20 to 30 years for a civil beef on 200 charges of cyberbully attack. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever the charge is, what's it called? It's like cyberbully terrorism. That was the phrase she used, I think it was. It was like cyberbully terrorism, and that's something they don't know shit about. So that's good for you, right? The paralegal doesn't know anything about fucking cyberbully terrorism, and she warned me about this. She was like, I'm going to take the case, but I don't know anything about cyberbully terrorism and shit, you know? And I was like, that's okay, I don't either. And she was like, I'm going to learn. I think you have a dead to right prosecutable case that I can't lose. She literally used that language. She was like, I have never said this in my life ever to a fucking client before. But she was like, you have a very real case with very real evidence that I wish to use to prosecute someone, and I feel 100% confident in saying I can do so. I can put this person in jail. She said this to me. And she was like, I have never said this to anyone else before. I've never had such clear evidence in a case before. I was like, yeah, I know, me neither. I don't know. You gotta love videotapes and cameras and cell phones and audio and shit. The kid screamed at me on a 911 call. I've got him dead to rights. The lawyer got him dead to rights. When I played the 911 call for the lawyer, it was like, she was like laughing. She was like, that's him screaming at you? And I was like, yeah, that's him screaming at me while I'm talking to the local detective on my case because he doxed my family. And she was like, I don't know what charge that is. And I was like, I don't know what charge that is either. But she was like, but we are going to sue him for a lot of money and his family. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I literally asked her, I was like, I'm very worried that I'm wasting the police, the federal, your time, my time. I'm very worried about pursuing this. I told her very honestly, I was like, I'm very worried about pursuing this, right? Because I don't know if I can get a conviction. And I want your advice because I don't want to pay for you. I just want your advice as a retainer because I'm on retainer with Leonard. I want your advice on whether you think I have a case or not. And she was like, not only do you have a case, you have a 100% slam dunk case. You've got better evidence than I've ever almost had. She was like, you have some of the most incontrovertible evidence I've ever had as a lawyer. And I was like, cool. She was like, the criminals never, and this has happened to me twice in my life. The criminals never commit a crime, usually, while you're on the phone with 911. They don't kill you while you're on the phone with 911. That's one of the reasons why they say call 911, right? Because then you've got a witness. You're on the phone with a witness. I had to do it when the guy tried to kill me with a circular saw. And she was like, stay on the phone with me. Don't hang up. I'm your witness. If anything bad happens, I need to hear what it is. I'm going to help you. The cops are coming. You're going to hear sirens here in about 10 seconds. And I did. She's like, we got somebody about 3.5 blocks down the road. And I hear the sirens spin up. And I'm running in the backyard from an insane hunchback fucking 300 or whatever, he was like 260 pound 60-year-old man, hunchback man with lumps all over his face from his methamphetamine abuse and shit, chasing me with a circular saw in the backyard of a house that I went to get away from him, attempting to murder my girlfriend. You know, I'm shit you not. Does it sound like I'm making it up? I'm not making it up. And then on top of it, like 5 years later, some jackass, this fucking jackass who's been cyberbullying me for a year, yells at me right after he literally confirms on the 911 call that he is the criminal who doxed my family by screaming at me while I was on the phone with the 911 operator. So not only has this happened to me once, it's happened to me twice. It's like getting struck by lightning, and I invite it by not being afraid of them. But I tell them on stream every day, I tell somebody like 7-Up, I never have, and I never will. I'll tell somebody you know, it's like 7-Up. I never have and I never will. I never have and I never will back down from these bully pieces of shit. I eat bullies and pieces of shit for breakfast. Really do. I eat them alive. I put the last guy in jail for 2 years. I think it's funny. I mean, after the two years that he was in jail and he lost all of his family, all of his friends, his job, his property, his truck, all of his shit, all of my tweaker friends, after I put him in jail, I told them, hey, did you know that Tab went to jail? I put him in jail for 2 years. And my tweaker friends, they were like, really? So the biggest asshole that I've ever met is in jail right now. And his truck and his room are just unlocked and open. And I said, yeah. And that guy didn't have any more property after that. They stole his truck. They stole everything he owned. Criminals don't get protection. Cyberbully criminals don't get protection from their friends or otherwise. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a criminal. Everybody fucks you when you're a criminal. Everybody. They view you as open season. This is why you don't be a cyberbully criminal. It's open season on you. I'm going to bang you and your family for $10 million, and you keep thinking I'm lying about it. No, I'm going to bang you and your family for $10 million. When have I ever lied on stream? I'm going to bang your family for $10 million. I'm dead serious. I'm going to use the money to become a famous streamer. And I'm going to let the world know that I eat pieces of shit like you for fucking breakfast. I'm going to let the world know. They're going to target me more. And I'll take him all when I have the money from killing him and putting him in jail. Not killing him, but, you know, getting his cyberbully criminal aspect off the streets and into a jail where he belongs. When I'm done with him, I'll take all comers. By then I'll be rich and I'll take all comers. You want to be a cyberbully on fucking internet? One of my favorite job ideas of all time is catch cyberbully criminals. I think that'd be so fun. Show up at their house, put the bracelets on it, show the video to the victim. Hey, I got this piece of shit. You don't know who you're fucking with. You think it's funny and I'm fat and old and I'm a loser. Just somebody to be ostracized and bullied and treated badly all the time because I'm somebody that just isn't you. Something that you don't understand. So you decide to bully me. You and your butt buddy decide to bully me. Yeah, I'm going to get $10 million out of your family. I'm dead serious. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I'm going to sue your fucking family. And you. Big time. I just talked to my lawyer on the phone. Her name is Janice. Leonard. Go talk to her. You think I'm bullshitting? Go talk to her. You know? Like, talk to my lawyer on your criminal case. I don't know how else to say it to you. I've said it 5,000 times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Talk to my lawyer on your criminal cases. I told my clan, they didn't believe that. It's something about your generation. You just be like, you guys lie to each other so much all the time that then trust me, not everybody is like you. My generation wasn't like that. Gen X wasn't like that. Fucking, you know, nobody's like you guys. You just lie to each other all the time so compulsively about everything. Your orientations, your lives, how much money you make, how successful you are. You live these terrible fucking lies, and you just lie and lie and lie. Little shithead 16-year-olds. Lie and lie and lie about everything to the point where they just can't believe that anything is the truth. Anything at all. They can't believe me when I say that I just called my lawyer on their federal beef charge. They can't believe it. They're not capable of it because their entire lives are lies. And they'll believe it when the lawyer and the cops show. They'll believe it. I don't need to prove it to them. You know? They'll believe it. I don't need to prove it. They're going to see the cop and the lawyer. They're going to see them. You know? It's happening. It's coming. So I'm sorry, I missed the chat from somebody here. Gonna get off of it. I don't care if it's played out material and shit. I'll tell anybody who cares to ask, like I always have, right? Never have and never will taken shit from fucking anybody, and I'm not gonna start now. I'm not taking shit from you. I'm not taking shit from them. I'm not taking shit from anybody, and I'm not letting you fucking do this to me. I'm gonna put you in fucking jail. I'm dead serious. Or you can leave me alone. Let's see. Dumb brain, here's the option: leave me alone or go to jail, and thinks about transsexual orientation because he's got spaghetti head. But I'm going to tell you so many times that you understand it, right? See, I know you got a spaghetti head, so when I mention that you're going to jail and I have a lawyer on your case and I'm going to sue you for $10 million and your family, all you hear is you got a spaghetti head. So all you hear is something about trans, something about Billie Eilish, some YouTube shit about some streamer, and some kind of hot noise because you don't understand what words are, and you think that everything I say is a lie because everything you are is a lie, right? But I mean, what I actually said was, it's not some shit about Billie Eilish or, you know, some streamer shit on YouTube or whatever your spaghetti head, weird, trans-obsessed brain is or whatever, right? It's you know, not that trans is bad. I'm just saying that's what you hear when I speak. And it's not trans. I guess trans was a bad thing to bring up. When I say you're going to jail on a federal beef charge, the words that you hear coming out of my mouth, it's like garble, spaghetti code, question mark, sentence, information. You just don't hear what I'm saying to you because your brain is so spaghetti coded that you literally cannot understand the phrase that I am saying to you. I have pursued a state and federal charge against you. I have provided the evidence to the FBI, the local police, and the state authorities. I have opened 2 different cases against you. I have a lawyer and a paralegal on that case. I'm going to put you and your family into jail, and I'm going to sue you for everything that you have if you do not leave me alone right now. Forever. I told you this yesterday, and I told you this the day before, and I told you the day before, and I told you the day before for 14 months. I know you got a spaghetti head, so all you hear is some shit about YouTube and streamer bullshit, blah, blah, lies. Everybody lies, so why do we even listen to the things that the streamer is saying? The streamer's obviously a liar because everybody's a liar like me or whatever. You're just weird. You think everybody lies. I'm not lying to you. I have a state and a federal charge against you. I will see you in prison. I'm suing you for everything the fuck you've got. I can say it 50 billion times so you get it through your 15-year-old spaghetti head brain. You done fucked up and you're going to jail. You done fucked up and you're going to jail. Gonna say it 7 times so your dumb spaghetti head brain gets it through. You fucked up and you're going to jail. You fucked up and you're going to jail. Spaghetti head, here's yellow purple submarine. But I'm gonna tell you again, you fucked up and you're going to jail if you don't back off. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Now, moving forward, I got to address my other friends in my life. I can't give the cyberbully all my attention. You know what I'm saying? Give me just a second. Yeah. Are we on display? No, we are not. So, friends list. Did somebody write me? Yes. Oh, the stream chat is not working. Oh, cool. I'm muted. My chatty is not working. I don't know what's going on. I have to check. Check. My chatty is not working. I don't know what's going on. No, my chat's working. You can hear it. My chat's working. Sorry. Check. Yeah, chat's working fine. Check. Don't know. Something with you or something with Twitch. Why is it always dark? I'm gonna check my other sound real quick. I suspect there's something going on with Streamlabs. I'm just going